Extra 106.3. The biggest names in local and national politics are always on Extra.
Dr. Rich McCormick, he represents Georgia's 7th congressional district.
We need to hand this back over to states like it was always intended to be. The bigger the government, the less effective and efficient it is. And I always want to say we need smaller government. That's why the Marine Corps is better than the Army. Sorry, Ron, and all you guys out there.
Listen to the full interview now at extra1063.com or on the all-new Extra 106.3 app.
Federal judges land on the same page. On Lisa Brady, Fox News. One judge in Massachusetts, the other in Rhode Island, both just telling the Trump administration it must use contingency funds to keep food stamp assistance going during the government shutdown. But Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins telling reporters earlier,
it is a contingency fund that can only flow if the underlying appropriation is approved. And listen, even if it could flow, it doesn't even cover half of the month of November. So here we are again in 2 weeks having the exact same conversation.
Rollins has said SNAP benefits will be suspended tomorrow because of the shutdown. In today's rulings, the judges order at least partial funding of the program and for a progress report by Monday. President Trump blames the shutdown on Democrats blocking a stopgap bill in the Senate.
Democrats just don't know what they're doing. I don't know what's wrong with them. They've never done a thing like this. They've become crazed lunatics. All they have to do is say, let's go, let's open up our country.
He says Senate Republicans should scrap the filibuster rules so the bill could pass with a simple majority. Democrats want Obamacare subsidies extended as part of ending the shutdown. The FBI reporting a possible terror attack has been stopped with several arrests in Michigan.
The director put out the following statement to the public. Today's arrests are a reminder that the men and women of the FBI stand watch around the clock to keep Americans safe. Through swift action and close coordination with our local partners, a potential act of terror was stopped before it could unfold.
Fox's David Spunt. Investigators also suspect it may have been inspired by ISIS. An Alabama man accused of threatening rabbis, an imam, and a church, already facing state charges, is now also charged by federal prosecutors with making an interstate communications threat. The FBI says Jeremy Wayne Shoemaker made threatening calls and texts. Court documents show a relative told the FBI he has a diagnosed mental illness. America is listening to Fox News.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit information kit. 800-809-7171. That's 800-809-7171.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication on your accounts, report phishing, and update your software on all your devices. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock not only alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information, but also fixes identity theft, guaranteed, or your money back. So stay smart, stay safe, and stay protected with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use the promo code BECK. Terms do apply.
Look out. It's only me. It's Blackface Man. It's the Blackface Man of the mountains of Macon. Oh, no, it's the ghostly death man. Oh, my God. With only the camera. And the death face mask man of Macon with the finger Frankenstein. Oh, my God. And the mechanical mangler at the controls. We forgot our costumes. It's Flounder. Well, golly darn. You know, the Morning Boys actually dressed up like Mr. Potato Head or something, and I think Tug was a sailor.
Tug was a sailor, and Carlos was Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster, that's what it was. And Tug was a sailor, so I think he brought one of his old hats. And the Marines are called covers, and the Navy, they just call him my hat. And we tease, we joke. Anyway, boys, we got more Monster Mask. Well, you look at Pete Davis in the mountains of Macon, and all I can say is... Saturday! Well, I can say a lot more than that, too. But anyway, weekend coming up. And boys, here we go. Trick-or-treating tonight. And Pete Davis with your various... Now, I forgot the name of the guy who wears that mask, that cover your entire face death mask there. Who's that? No, he can't... And now he's not going to be able to speak for the... Is that what we're saying?
That's going to be... That looks like the scenario.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work at all. The Grim Reaper. That's what you go. The Grim Reaper, of course. I remember seeing that every Halloween. And Mr. Skeleton Head, was that Joe Biden's family portrait now? Or... God... Anyway, so what's the plans up there, Mountains making there, Pete?
Going out later to walk around staring at people and not saying anything. I have to talk here, but tonight I don't have to say a word but stare at people.
Just that black mask over thing, well,
and point at them every now and then.
Yeah, you'll probably have some reactions. Wouldn't be surprised. And Flounder and Mrs. Flounder, the lovely Veronica, you guys having a party or?
Probably just hang out in the neighborhood, kind of on the driveway. That's where all the kids will come by and trick or treat. And I think Veronica's putting a cooler of adult beverages together. I was
going to say you have neighbors close enough where you'll probably be wandering around together.
Yeah, exactly. So, but when I get home, it'll probably be done.
Yeah. Well. In fact, I wonder.
Just because it's getting darker now.
Dark, and I think trick-or-treating, I feel like such an idiot because I've lived in this place I've lived now, and it's a townhome, and so it's a cul-de-sac townhome community, and by definition, there aren't a lot of kids. I mean, there are children there, but there aren't a whole bunch. It's not like a ranch home neighborhood kind of deal. So there are not a lot of trick-or-treaters. What the hell was I going to make a point?
Talking about how you lived in your neighborhood for 6 years and no one trick-or-treats.
Well, no, I was going to say, I don't think, for a while, of course, during the pandemic, everything was different with the China kill virus. But I think everything's changed where a lot of neighborhoods now either have a party or, I think they do trick-or-treating fairly early. I don't think that people are out there like 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night anymore. But I remember, as a kid, boy, my memories honestly are way different than I think what's going on today because we just took off. We said, "I'll see you later." We got home when we got home. But I don't know do they go out early and then come back by 7:30? I don't know. We'll find out. And I hope they don't hate me because when I get home tonight, my house is going to be dark, so they'll know that I'm not there if they start before 7 o'clock. So we'll see. Anyway, keep you playing. I got way too many. I'm sure I got way too many candy bars, the full ones, the big full-size ones too. But because I'm the old man of the neighborhood, and I don't want them, that old grumpy old mess. Make sure if they're there, they're going to get rewarded. So that's all I got left.
You are correct.
Remember that old every neighbor I've mentioned. Every neighborhood's got an old fart. I'm it. I said I'm the guy. So watch out for that creepy old bastard. Yeah, it's me. What I don't know why I never thought of that. I never thought of myself getting to here. As growing up as a kid, as an adult. I mean, seriously, I never thought of myself as being, the creepy old man of the neighborhood. Find me dead, alive, curled up in the driveway.
Going out for the paper that no longer exists.
Yeah, washing my car.
Because I killed it, too.
Anyway. All right, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, how's it going? Here's our number, 404-741-1230, 741-1230. Neil Boortz, I think at 4 o'clock, still Flounders for S&D with Neil Boortz at 4 o'clock from Points Unknown. And we'll talk all about that, have a little fun and see what's going on for a while with him. And by the way, there's no rule against it. If you want to ask Neil Boortz a question, I'm sure he'd be very happy to answer a question. So if you want to call at 4 o'clock and hang on and ask Neil a question or make a comment or whatever, love to have you do it. I don't think it'd be a problem. But modern day radio is just not that. It's just, people look at YouTube and then they go watch it later and stuff like that. It's just a different thing. So, but anyway, the offer's there. If you want to talk to Neil Boortz, what the hell? Call us up, man. 404-741-1230. And for the record. And in fact, if you have a Halloween story, I'd love to hear a Halloween story. In fact, I feel like such an idiot because years and years ago in this business, we would have been talking about Halloween traditions and the things and the stuff and I just, it's a whole different, the political divide in this country and everything is just so warped and weird, and judges ruling on food stamp stuff with a shut. I mean, it's just the whole freaking place is crazy. And so anyway, but for the record, the Roman Catholic Church on this day in the year 834 AD, 834. The Catholic Church moved All Hallows Eve to October 31st. The celebration had been established to honor the saints. Now it's honoring zombies and sparky vampires and sexy teachers, sexy maids, sexy parking directors, sexy dental hygienists. I don't know. They're all, the various things that girls can do. And, of course, Harry Houdini died on this day in 1926 in Detroit. It was gangrene and peritonitis. Remember, he got hit in the stomach. He challenged the guy to hit him, and he was not ready for it, and the guy really did a sucker punch thing, and that was sometime before. But anyway, it was on this day that he actually died on Halloween, Harry Houdini. And Bob
they did seances for years.
Yeah.
His wife did. He said he'd come back on Halloween night if he could.
Yep. And so far as we know, he has not, but it's early. Maybe he's been waiting for 100 years. It's been 99 years. 99 years today. 310, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. 404-741-1230. Let's see. We got. The latest survey showed this guy in New York, Mom Donnie, is probably going to win. And I think every time, not that we haven't really mentioned about it because it's New York City. But the fact of the matter is, when I keep hearing things like this, New York City used to be the financial capital of the world? I mean, seriously, think about it. New York City was the city.
Yeah, for arts, for the media, and for finance. And now it's blown it on all levels.
For everything.
Yeah.
I mean, name another major city, Paris, London. I mean, London's got, exchange center, stuff like that, but still it's not New York.
It replaced London.
Yeah, but yeah. And now they're going to have a communist mayor. Oh, my God. I mean, I honestly, I can't believe it. That's how far the left has gone in this country. In fact, I'm still trying to remember, how the hell did he get to this point? I've never heard of the guy until all of a sudden he's 80% of the polls leading New York. And I'm thinking, where the hell did he even come from? How did this happen?
Manchurian candidate, except from the other side.
Seriously. Yeah. I mean, who ever heard of this guy until all of a sudden he's got like 60-20 in the polls. And everybody else is dropping out. Eric Adams has no chance against a communist who's never done anything. You've got to be... it's astounding. Well, anyway. Truly weird. All right. Also, a quick thing on Halloween. And kudos to the FBI, too. The FBI apparently thwarted a planned attack by some ISIS-related idiots in Michigan. And we don't know much about it. More details to come, but apparently they were planning a Pumpkin Day attack this weekend. And the FBI, the modern FBI, got hold of them. Also, coming up, we'll talk about cuffing season. Do you know what that is? Flounder, do you know what that is? You ever heard of cuffing season?
I have not.
Pete, have you heard of cuffing season?
I have not. I mean, I know about how you cuff people, but...
well, I think you and... I think you and your little friend and Flounder and Mrs. Veronica Flounder, I think would maybe give some credence to this. Although the younger folks out there, the younger generation, has a whole nother look at what Halloween means starting today. Now, the old days, the old rule used to be if it was getting close to you never try to get a girlfriend between like the beginning of October and Valentine's Day, because there are too many holidays and family things and obligations. But anyway, it's Halloween. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, 3:13 on 106.3.
The Extra 106.3 app is your live connection to the station, streaming free across Georgia. But it's also loaded with all our original shows and podcasts. Listen to exclusive shows from Janelle King, Ben Burnett, and so many more. Grab the Extra 106.3 app now and start streaming.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and for us at Stovall, this is a cause that hits close to home. My mother, mother-in-law, and now my wife have all battled breast cancer. Over the past 9 years, Stovall & Company has raised over $400,000 for the National Breast Cancer Foundation through our annual Pinktober fundraiser. During the month of October, 100% of the proceeds of our Pinktober plants, as well as 10% of all Rainbird irrigation sales, will be donated to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Stop by any of our 11 locations or visit our website at StovallInc.com.
Faith, family, freedom. These are the cornerstones of America and the foundation for a successful life. But today, all three are under attack. Crushing debt, out-of-control spending, and reckless policies in Washington are threatening your savings, your retirement, and your future. Hi, this is Glenn Beck. The only financial advisory firm I recommend in Atlanta is Nicholas Wealth Management. David Nicholas and his team believe protecting your money is about more than wealth. It's about defending your faith, your family, and your freedom. If your hard-earned retirement is left exposed to market chaos, higher taxes, or inflation, what happens to the life you've worked so hard to build? For over 20 years, David Nicholas has helped families right here in Atlanta fight back with retirement strategies built to better withstand uncertainty. Call Nicholas Wealth Management today, 404-890-5606, or visit nicholaswealth.com. Aim to safeguard your future today.
Nicholas Wealth is an independent financial services firm that uses a variety of different investment strategies.
Hey, this is Tom from the Honest Car Guy. We help you buy your next pre-owned car or truck honestly. We guarantee each vehicle we sell will come with a copy of the bill of sale showing what we paid for it. You pay what we pay, plus an honest fee. Guaranteed. Honesty is the best policy, and we guarantee it. Finally, a pre-owned car and truck buying process that you can trust.
Get an honest car buy from the Honest Car Guy. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME-1, or visit honestcarguy.com.
Atlanta radio legends collide on Extra 106.3. The legend Neil Boortz is live every week with Atlanta legend The Kimmer. Because when you get these two guys together, who knows where we'll end up?
I am shocked. Shocked. Well, not that shocked.
The Kimmer is live on your drive home every weekday afternoon from 3 to 6. And now Neil Boortz joins this show every week. And if you miss it, catch up anytime on the Extra 106.3 app.
Look out, it's Halloween. Yeah, we may have a moon out there tonight. Oh, it's ghosts and goblins. I almost made up a thing there. Kipper, Pete, and Flounder on freaking Halloween, man. 317 404-741-1230. Go out tonight. Take your life. Is that what he's saying? There's a bad mood on the rise, baby, because there's ghosts and goblins. To the phone, it's Mark. You're on the radio. Mark, happy Halloween. How's it going, man? What's up?
Hey, good, Kimmer. How are you doing?
Okay, doke, man. Yes, sir.
I called you a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I remember.
Visitors.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was great. What? Hello.
Well, I'm working on right now a drinking helmet.
A drinking helmet, you tell me. Okay, how's it work? What is it? Yeah.
Well, there's a little bladder. You get a helmet, like a motorcycle hat, a helmet.
Yeah.
But that's not enough. You got to put a little bladder in there.
Okay.
And if you fall over and hit your head, I was thinking of springs at first, but it bounces around too much.
Too bouncy, head bouncing. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. So I've given up on the electric share for lizards because that was in California. And I'm in Georgia now.
Yeah.
And I want your idea about that drinking helmet.
Yeah, I would say keep drinking and make a lot of them. I think you're going to be a rich man. There you are. The Kimmers and financial advice. I normally don't do financial advice here on the show, but as an honor for Mark, because he called like 4 years ago, I remember. He was in California at the time, and I'm thinking, what the hell? I want to help the guy, so don't chip me in. I do not want to cut. It's all yours, man. This is all yours.
I'm afraid William Holden has already gotten a patent on that.
He'd be alive today, ladies and gentlemen. What was it, a coffee table? I think he tripped.
Yeah, got drunk and fell on on the coffee table.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord. Anyway, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder here. How you doing? Our birthday list on Halloween. Oh, there's a Robert Van Winkle is 58 years old today. Robert Van Winkle, the first time. Well, right, you know him as Vanilla Ice. And back when I was courting a certain, I forgot her name, I forgot who it was now, a certain girl, I would drive 6 or 7 hours to see her, and I would stop at a certain truck stop and buy her a little trinket. The first trinket I ever bought her on her first blind date was the album Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice. And that was the first thing I bought her at a truck stop. Every time I drive over to see her and then drive back the next day, another 7-hour trip. And every time, every weekend, I'd go over there and I'd buy another trinket at that same truck stop. What an idiot.
Well worth the drive.
Oh, yeah, God, it was great.
Aren't you glad you did that now?
Oh, I'm so glad now. Yeah, it was just a wonderful. But again, it was just, it was a happy thing. It was, and I'm actually trying to make happy memories out of things that may not be after all. And now, this is an interesting story I had not heard before.
Wait a minute. Is that a Halloween story?
Well, I don't have everything Halloween story of everything we're doing today, sir.
I'm sorry, but for every time we come back, I'm going to ask you a question about Halloween.
Well, please do. In fact, I forgot the new format when we come back. Before I do the birthdays, and anyway,
I thought you did a birthday.
I did a birthday. I was going to do the history, but let's do the question.
I'll do the history.
Well, I thought you might find this interesting.
We're dying of anticipation.
Well, God, everybody, they're turning on the camera. They're turning on the. God. All I was going to say was I thought this was fairly freaking interesting when I was looking it up. It's 5:47 this morning. Impresario Ed Sullivan, on this day in 1963, was waiting for an airline flight at London's Heathrow Airport. He saw what was going on outside. There was a fever raging in Britain and spreading across the European continent, some kind of mass hysteria at the airport, and it was all over TV and everything. He said, oh, my God, something must be terrible happening. He said, there must be hysteria for a member of the British royal family out there or something. And somebody said, no, it's actually just the rock and roll band called the Beatles. And Ed Sullivan, on this day in 1963, said, who the hell are the Beatles? It was a chance encounter with throngs of teenagers at the airport screaming, yelling, fainting for 4 mop-topped Liverpudlians would leave a lasting impression, play a pivotal role in making the British invasion of America possible because of Ed Sullivan that day. Bobby Vinton, Dion, Jimmy Gilmer, and the Fireballs were atop the charts. John, Paul, George, and Ringo could walk through New York. No one would know anything about him. Huge tour in Scandinavia. Thousands of fans waited for him when they came home. Ed Sullivan had just been on a talent scouting tour of Europe for his variety show, and he was there at the right place at the right time and saw the screaming maniac girl fans. The Beatles were unknown in America. Their manager, Brian Epstein, tried and failed to get him at Capitol Records. The singles had taken Europe by storm. Capitol declined to release Please Please Me, From Me to You, and She Loves You, all three released in Britain on minor labels in America, VJ and Swan Records. Nobody heard of any of them. No, it never got any play. Desperate to crack the market, John Lennon and Paul McCartney wrote a song explicitly tailored to the American market, recorded it in just 2 weeks before their fateful indirect encounter with Ed Sullivan. That song was I Want to Hold Your Hand. And came back to America. Ed Sullivan knew about Presley and stuff, and he traveled with Brian Epstein, traveled to New York, open negotiations. The two-punch history of professional talent management, Epstein convinced the Ed Sullivan Show to have the Beatles as headliners for 3 appearances rather than a one-time thing. And I Want to Hold Your Hand in the United States was a result of a huge hit, and Ed Sullivan showing up at the right time in London at the airport. And that's how Beatlemania really started to spread like crazy in America. Just a chance encounter. Isn't that weird?
That's true. Very weird.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You had a Halloween question here. It's a Halloween time, and I'm pretty excited about it. What do you got?
Why did the ancient Celts light bonfires on Halloween night?
Bonfire. Now, the Celts were Irish, right? Weren't they?
They're European.
Celtic, because they're Europeans. It would be to fight away the witches, isn't it? To burn witches if they came out of the ground?
No, Flounder, what do you think?
Sorry.
To roast marshmallows.
Oh, my God.
That's right. You're absolutely correct.
Now, wait a minute.
1342, they invented the marshmallow.
Just
didn't know what to do
hold
with
on
it.
a damn second.
They hadn't had hot chocolate invented yet.
The fix is in. Man wins everything.
No.
What are you, an NBA player? What happened?
Bonfires were to light the way for lost souls looking for the afterlife.
Ah, that's what it was. They couldn't find their way to the afterlife.
Right.
Well, we know there's a tunnel. There's a tunnel. Everybody says so.
Except today and tonight, when the veil is lifted and they walk amongst us, and we amongst them.
And the great pumpkin will make his appearance.
That's right. The most sincere pumpkin patch in the world.
Oh, my. Well, anyway, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, if you have a Halloween story, we'd love to hear it. Or if you have a Halloween party, or in fact, let me mention. Oh, speaking
favorite Halloween memory.
Favorite Halloween memories.
Get lucky on Halloween.
I remember when I was in 7th grade, and my new girlfriend was Chris Nolan, who was a complete tomboy.
Director?
No. Her name was Chris Nolan, complete tomboy, ponytail, and just real athletic, braces, and we didn't know anything about it. 7th grade, or it was 7th, 8th grade. And she lived in a little town called Manlius, which was about 5 or 6 miles away from where I lived. And so when I left the house to go so-called trick-or-treating, I just walked over to her neighborhood. I walked like 6 miles in the dark on Halloween just to go trick-or-treating or hanging around over in her area. And oh God, that was just such a sweet time. It was just innocent and sweet and silly and stupid. And I just,
so the tomboy you dated and felt up was from the town of Manly?
No, you want to hear a story? Manlius, yeah, I was in Fayetteville. She was in Manlius. But actually, you want to hear a story? I'll tell you. Now this is kind of weird, and it's a little kinky, and it's a little adult, but it in a harmless and sort of very unsophisticated way.
Okay.
I won't give full names, but her best friend was named Marion, and my best friend at the time was named Billy. He actually eventually went into the Navy. Anyway, so Billy was my friend, Marion was her friend. Billy and Marion were boyfriend and girlfriend. Mm-hmm. And that's right. Well, he wasn't in the Navy at the time. We were in 8th grade, 7th or 8th grade, and in junior high school. And we were at the movie theaters together. And I don't know how the hell it happened, but the girls were talking about how this was in the movie theater, and the girls were talking about how they could basically flex their chest muscles, that they could make them flex, move, so like that. And I said, oh my God, and we hadn't touched anybody's anything, and so forth. And I'm not making this up. Marion actually said, I'll show you, and let me touch that part of her that she sort of flexed to show that she could do it. And I thought, oh my God.
Did you get a squeeze in?
I just didn't know. I felt the movement, and I immediately, freaked out, and that was a ball game. But again, what a silly, it's a little kind of the next step above playing doctor, I guess. And it was the damnedest thing that I hadn't thought about that since about 1958 or whatever.
I can make my left pec move, but I can't make my right.
The right one, yeah. Anyway, it was the damnedest thing I ever saw, and she could do it. But Chris, I don't know whether Chris could or not. I never got that far. In fact, I think we might have kissed 2 or 3 times, total mouth closed. Because she had braces, and I think we were both afraid. So like that, like 3 or 4 times, and that was it. That was a ball game.
We got Patrick on the horn. He wanted to share a Halloween story.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I've no more from the Kimmer. I know that. Hey, Patrick, you're on the radio, man. What do you got?
Well, I was probably 12, 13 years old, and neighborhood I grew up in, we had a neighborhood next to us, and that neighborhood had the golf course, tennis court, all, hooty-tooty
nice.
people.
Oh, yeah.
And so decided, you know what, we're going to go over there and throw eggs at people's houses and cars.
Okay.
And somehow in the process, my dad found out what I was doing and came over to that neighborhood in his beautiful baby blue Ford pickup truck. And I stood up. Somebody yelled, car. I stood up, released the egg. And I looked, and it was my dad looking at me, looking at the egg with the window rolled down.
Oh, no.
And it was a 5-minute ride that felt like 48 hours of pure hell. And I have never, to this day, I'm 55 years old, I've never thrown an egg at anybody or any car. Oh, my God, that was the worst.
Oh,
and
Lordy.
My friends are around me. Oh, they scattered like cockroaches.
And well, of course they did. They're not going to stick up with you.
We're behind you 1,000%, Senator Eagleton.
Yeah, you go start. Hey, we'll catch up. Great story, man. And I hope everything ended up okay. You didn't disown you or anything. Kimber Pete Flounder, it's almost 3:30 already. 404-741-1230, 741-1230. A couple of judges are keeping the food stamp thing going. This is all such a joke. And again, they're talking about the, scare tactics and changing the vote process and everything and the filibuster. We'll see. Anyway, we've got newsy stuff. We got holy crap at sports. We got ball game tonight. World Series on again. Good. And I'll bet you it ends tonight. I think Toronto's going to win tonight.
First time a baseball season has ever started outside of the country and end outside of the country.
If it happens, yeah. Well, it will end outside the country. No matter what, it's going to end outside the country. Anyway, Kimber, Pete, and Flounder. See how we knew that right away? I'm a part of that knowledge that we knew there was. Oh, my God, it's incredible. Here, Kimber, Pete, and Flounder. It's 3:30. Look out.
The legend Neil Boortz is only on Extra 106.3. With daily commentary you'll hear throughout the day. And he's on live with the Morning Extra every Tuesday morning at 7:30. Atlanta's only conservative news and talk station, Extra 106.3. And catch all of Neil's commentary on the Extra app.
Find your perfect Ford today at Jim Ellis Ford, Sandy Springs. Home to one of Atlanta's largest selections of new and used vehicles. They're just 4 miles north of 285 on Roswell Road.
Stop by today to explore their incredible inventory of cars, trucks, and SUVs, each thoroughly vetted to meet the highest standards.
Looking for power and performance? Drive home a legendary Mustang or conquer the great outdoors in the rugged Bronco.
Need family-friendly space? The Explorer and Expedition have you covered. Or experience the capability and strength of America's best-selling truck, the F-150.
And when it's time to finance, their straightforward, hassle-free process ensures your experience is stress-free.
With access to numerous lenders and expert guidance, they'll help you find the best rates and terms to fit your budget.
Which Ford will you drive home next? Find out at Jim Ellis Ford, Sandy Springs, or visit them online at jimellisford.com.
Your Ford dreams are waiting. Make them a reality today at Atlanta's favorite Ford dealer, Jim Ellis Ford, Sandy Springs.
Join Daniel Matalon, CEO of A Second Chance Bail Bonds, and co-host Tug Cowart as they bring together law enforcement, justice insiders, and voices from every part of the justice system, victims, advocates, and people who've turned their lives around. It's not PR, it's not fluff. It's an honest talk about what's working, what's broken, and how to build a better path forward, one second chance at a time. This week's guest is the founder of the W. Scott Smith law firm, Scott Smith. Justice Unfiltered. Unfiltered, informed, and unbiased.
No one plans on going to jail, but when it happens, it's important that you know who to call. Call A Second Chance Bail Bonds, where we believe everyone deserves a second chance. Whether your loved one's been arrested in Cherokee, Clayton, or any of the other metro Atlanta counties in between, A Second Chance Bail Bonds works fast to help expedite release within hours. A Second Chance. It's better to know us and not need us than need us and not know us. Call A Second Chance 24/7 at 404-BAIL-OUT or online at ATLBail.com.
Through the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, you can honor the courage and the sacrifices of our nation's greatest heroes, the first responders and the military heroes. Heroes like United States Army Lieutenant Colonel Christy Rabitz. Christy served our country with unwavering dedication for 20 years. As a combat nurse, she provided life-saving care to wounded soldiers, including at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center during the height of the global war on terrorism. Christy was also a devoted wife, a mom, and a mentor whose life was rooted in compassion and integrity. Well, after 6 years of courageously battling service-related cancer, Christy's life was tragically cut short. She leaves behind a husband, Stephen,
2 children, Jack and Stella. Inspired by their mom's strength and compassion, Jack and Stella both aspire to follow in her footsteps by choosing paths that help others. Tunnel to Towers honored Christy's service and sacrifice by paying off the mortgage on her family's home. Help more families like Christy's, will you? Donate $11 a month to Tunnel to Towers at T2T.org. That's T2T.org.
Stream Clay Travis and Buck Sexton, Glenn Beck, Fox News, and even NASCAR on Sundays, anywhere on the Extra 106.3 app. Download the app now and get 24/7 access to the live stream, the latest news, and everything you need to know about Atlanta's only conservative talk station. Download the Extra 106.3 app for Apple or Android and check out even more great original content at thepodcastpark.com.
Halloween. Flounder's got all kind of Halloween style music for you today. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder till 6. Yeah, look out now. 3:34. If you want to join us, our number is 404-741-1230. 741-1230. This is a pretty song, you know. We got the full ski man. What's the guy's name? I forgot the guy's name. The scary killer. Michael Myers. Yeah, there you go. That Halloween. Our birthday list includes Brian Doyle Murray. That's Bill Murray's brother, as you probably know. Brian Doyle Murray's freaking 80 years old. Caddyshack, the Caddy Master, Lou, also Groundhog Day.
Pick up that gum.
You know, I'm going to lay it on the line. We've had a lot of complaints already. Fooling around on the golf course, poor caddying, smoking grass. You want to be replaced by golf carts. I mean, what a great character. Pick
up that blood.
Yeah, what's that sign say? See? Anyway. And this day in history, and Pete Davis may have a Halloween a question thing, or is that just once in a while? I don't know.
No, every time.
All right,
gosh.
All right, well, here we go. Numbnuts, did I... Hold on a minute. It was on this day in 1992, Pope John Paul II announces the Catholic Church made a mistake and we're sorry. Made a mistake by imprisoning Galileo Galilei for his belief that the earth revolved around the sun. My God, man. Galileo forced to recant his belief under threat of torture. He was sentenced to house arrest for the rest of his freaking life. The church said the result of a 13-year investigation into the thing in 1615, the Roman Inquisition determined the earth revolves around the sun contradicted the Holy Scripture, citing passages such as Psalms 93:1, 1 Chronicles, double Corinthians, the Lord set the earth on its foundations, it can never be removed, stuff like that. They supported heliocentrism, attacked Pope Urban VIII, had him brought before the Roman Inquisition under threat of torture. Galileo recanted. House arrest rest of his life. They put a ban on all his books, and that ban remained in place for 150 years. In 1990, the church still showed support for Galileo's prosecution, according to a speech by Cardinal Ratzinger, who became Pope Benedict. Remember that guy? He said the Catholic Church verdict against Galileo was rational and just, and the revision of this verdict can be justified only on the grounds of what is politically opportune. Holy smokes. He was not a happy, friendly pope, as I recall. Not that I would know that much about it, but geez. Anyway, yes, sir, you were saying. It's been Halloween. Yeah, you want to do a little
What
thing?
are the top 3 most popular Halloween costumes for dogs?
For dogs. All right, Flounder, you got a dog, so you go first. Flounder's on the phone, I think.
Making a phone call.
Okay, sorry. I'll go first then. Dog costumes are ballerina.
No.
God, every poodle in the world has a ballerina costume. Sorry, didn't mean to yell. Flounder can't talk now. He's on the phone. All right, I'll guess again. I will guess. I'll probably horse.
No.
Or cow.
No.
Well, then I've lost already. Oh, what, my son? I'm the only contestant and I freaking lose. Let me get this straight. I'm the only guy in the contest and I lost.
It's either a pumpkin.
Oh, okay.
A hot dog.
Oh, hot dog, of course.
Or a bumblebee.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a dog as a bumblebee.
I
those
think a lot of bulldogs make good bumblebees.
I suppose they would. And by the way, Flounder just sent another couple of memes here. Some of the costumes for the people getting creative, real serious creative Halloween costumes are unbelievable. Where they have, it looks like people are sitting in your lap and you're walking around with them. And they have phony legs and arms and heads. And it's really astounding. And apparently, Jeffries and the suspected child molester Chuck Schumer are very upset because the Trump administration has apparently released a video of Trump and Melania putting sombreros on the heads of Jeffries and Schumer as they walk by as little midgets on them and stuff. And apparently they're upset about it. But there's an awful lot of costumes and memes and stuff going around on this day of Halloween, and they're pretty funny. They're actually very funny.
I spent a lot of money.
Yeah,
a lot of money on these things.
Well, I guess it's still a big. And the things that makes me are the homemade ones. Where you just sent someone down on the internet where it's just astounding what you're trying to think of. I mentioned earlier this business of cuffing. Flounder, you okay in there? I think he's still on the phone. Leave Flounder alone. He's trying to work.
You're the one messing with him.
Well, I know, but the problem is the people are messing because they're trying to, bugging him while he's on the air and he's got things to do. This is what is known now as cuffing season if you are Gen Z. These people who study this kind of thing say this generation is transforming October 31st from a one-night celebration into a month-long matchmaking marathon. We're seeing singles increasingly seek real-world, low-pressure dating experiences instead of swiping on an app. There are costume parties, late-night raves, Halloween-themed dating events have spiked 100% in the last 2 years. When they have an opportunity to connect in real life, they're going to take it. Halloween-themed dating events have skyrocketed 160%. Halloween has more romantic potential than you might think because on meet cutes arrangements, costumes reflect naturally encouraging playfulness, easing social pressure, and now people want to have something to do during a dating event. So now they have something like 125% growth in dating events specifically as icebreakers like carving pumpkins or trivia nights. They have the Halloween-themed icebreaker events, they say, have grown by 225%. And especially for the Gen Z folks, which is, 1839 or whatever the hell, somewhere in there. Anyway, I guess, I don't know.
You get scary, she jumps into your arms, something like that.
Well, that's always been my motto.
Every bar up here in the mountains and every winery has something going on tonight.
I'll bet they do. Well, that's kind of cool. Flounder, you okay in there? Everything all right?
Yes, we have Patrice on the horn.
Patrice, you're on the radio. Welcome aboard and happy Halloween.
And happy Halloween to you.
Thanks, Wendy. What's up?
I wanted to bring up the subject of the Teal Pumpkin Project.
Yes, please do.
We have people in the neighborhood have flags out for the Teal Pumpkin Project. So I had to Google that. And it is people that want you to start giving out non-food treats so that children with allergies could participate and feel equal in the event. So the only thing I could think of that I could afford to give 100 of out would be toothbrushes and pencils. And then I figured the kids would just pelt them at my house and I could sit next to them.
I swear to God, if you give out toothbrushes and pencils, your windows will never be the same. I don't think that's going to work, sweetie.
Me neither. But I do want to tell you that in Chicago, meatloaf is made out of meatloaf mix, which is ground beef, pork, and veal.
I know. I've done it. I've never made it with veal, but I have made meatloaf with ground beef and pork. But I've never made it with veal because I don't get veal because I found out how they make it
with all three meats.
Oh, really? Well, that's cool. I'll bet it's delicious. I love meatloaf. I may make another one for the weekend, in fact, because it goes great.
It's in the aisle with the pencils and the toothbrushes.
All right, sweetie. You have a great weekend. Be careful out there. And I want to see take some video of the damage to your house when you give away the. All
right, I was busy taking some phone calls. There's another lady who is going to send in some Halloween music that her and her late husband made that was a hit. So she's going to email me that here in a little bit. So,
excellent. Well,
but what was the Halloween trivia question?
It was what of the three biggest costumes they put on dogs?
Dog costumes.
A pumpkin?
Yes. Oh my God, he got the first one.
Let's see. A Superman?
Nope. No Superman.
Oh, that was a good guess.
Snoopy.
Another good guess.
No Snoopy.
Damn it.
Snoopy was good this year. We had a Snoopy the other night.
Did you? Cool.
So what were the other two?
A hot dog and Bumblebee.
Hot dog. That's
hot dog, of course, especially
Dachshunds.
for little wiener dogs. Yeah, outstanding.
We have a pumpkin outfit for Winston this evening.
Do you?
Yeah.
Let's see the photos.
I will have Veronica send me a photo as soon as she's home.
Outstanding.
How about the cat? How about a video of you trying to put a costume on the cat?
I didn't tell you guys. I told Kimmer this.
Yeah, tell the story.
But yesterday morning, I was kind of just tidying up the house before I left. And in the daytime, we kind of let Lucas hang out. We got a collar for him, and he just hangs around the neighborhood or the house. Anyways, I kind of glance out the back, and there's a coyote.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. And then I didn't think anything of it for about 5 seconds, and it was like, oh, crap, Lucas is out there. So I go out to the deck, and Lucas and this coyote are about 5 to 7 feet from each other, just having a face-off. I was like, holy, yeah. And so I ran down the stairs and scared the coyote off, and so haven't had Lucas outside while we're not home right now. So
no, yeah, that's I had an outdoor cat for a while, and then it was a bad thing. Now let me. And I asked a question to Flounder, and I don't know what I assume I know what the answer is. The question was, would you be allowed to shoot that coyote if that coyote was in your yard, and you could say, hell, he was coming up on the deck, Judge, and I was afraid he was going to attack me and my sweet wife and my animals, and I'll bet you'd be cited for firing a gun in a residential neighborhood, but I wonder whether you could, I assume you can shoot a wild animal like a coyote is endangered for rabies and attacking with teeth and everything. Maybe a baby doe in your yard you can't shoot. But
well, that's the thing, because we have deer in our backyard all the time. So
yeah. I mean, obviously you can't go deer hunting, put some corn down,
we do that.
Yeah, but I'll bet a coyote, I'll bet you could have, but again, you'd be in all kinds of trouble, I assume. Well, anyway, I'm glad it ended well.
So am I.
Yeah. 346, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounders, Halloween. How you doing? 404-741-1230 on the Let It Rip Friday. Neil Boortz at 4 o'clock, too, so that'd be kind of fun. If you want to ask a question, get on board. Hey, I'm sure he'd love to talk to you just for kicks like the old days.
President Trump is restoring freedom, bringing justice back to America, and restoring power to the people. And the conservative voice of Atlanta has his back and will always bring you the national and local voices you need when it matters most. Extra 106.3 FM and the Extra app.
More than intelligent, it's thoughtful. Not just spacious, it's sensuous and stylish. It's indulgent, yet outgoing. Foundationals to the GLC SUV is a turbo hybrid power, intelligent digital cockpit, and MBUX with routines. Get an exceptional offer on the 2025 Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 SUV. Just $579 per month for 36 months with $5,203 due at signing, exclusively from RBM of Atlanta in Sandy Springs. Contact RBM of Atlanta for details on this vehicle and many other models during the RBM of Atlanta's Fall Sales Event, now through October 31st. Special lease rate available only to qualified customers exclusively from Mercedes-Benz Financial Service through RBM of Atlanta, Sandy Springs through October 31st, 2025. Excludes tax, tag, title, and Georgia lemon law fees. Contact RBM of Atlanta for details on this and other exciting offers. Visit us at rbmofatlanta.com or call us at 770-390-0700 for details.
Here today with Evan Ward of Atlas Retirement. And Evan, I recently read an article that said 65% of those surveyed, they're more worried about running out of money in retirement than they are of death itself. So let's talk about some of the ways you can help our listeners replace that paycheck they've relied on for all these years in their working lives.
Well, it makes sense that they'd be scared of that, because what do you do if you run out of money in retirement? You're going to go back to work? Who's hiring folks that are retired, and physically and mentally, you're going to be able to do that? And isn't the whole point of having a financial advisor so that you never have to worry about that again? So one of the ways that we do that is we build a fully comprehensive income plan so that we know there's money coming in every month that'll cover your bills, give you the quality of life that you're looking for, no matter what the market's doing, no matter how long you live. In some cases, regardless of what happens to you health-wise. So we can put plans in place to eliminate or at least mitigate all of those kind of risks every single person deals with in retirement.
I know a lot of our parents relied on pensions, but let's be honest, Evan, the pension is becoming a thing of the past, but there are ways for folks to create their own personal pensions, aren't there?
Yeah, so I'm a big proponent of do-it-yourself pension, but when we do the pension ourselves, the one negative with a pension is all the value in the pension goes away once you turn on the actual income. With the plans that we build, with the do-it-yourself pensions, you maintain that asset, or more specifically, your surviving spouse, your kids. And so you live forever. You get a ton of paychecks, and whatever's left over goes to the wife and kids, surviving spouse, beneficiaries, whoever that might be.
Call Atlas Retirement for a complimentary review of your savings and investments today. Call 678-736-7799. Again, that's 678-736-7799. Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor.
Are you looking for something simple but delicious, sweet but also savory? Discover Schumann Farms Sweet Onions. Schumann Farms is a third-generation family farm with the Real Sweet brand sweet onions. Whether you're grilling, sautéing, or simply adding a fresh crunch to your salad, Schumann Farms has you covered. Look for Schumann Farms Real Sweet brand sweet onions at your grocery store and taste the difference for yourself. Schumann Farms, the Georgia family farm growing tradition and the world's sweetest onions.
Hi, I'm Chris Lalamia, owner of the Trusted Toolbox. Are home repairs piling up? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Relax. We've got you covered. From drywall dings and leaky faucets to deck repairs and trim replacement, we're your one-stop shop for everything for your home needs. No more juggling multiple contractors. Just call us at the Trusted Toolbox and we'll handle it. Your home deserves the best, and we don't want you breaking your back trying. Call the Trusted Toolbox today at 770-623-3097 or visit us at thetrustedtoolbox.com. The Trusted Toolbox, your one-stop shop for home repairs and more.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensate for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Look out. Hey, Professor, what are you doing? Oh, that explains it. Yes. Yes. The Monster Mash. They did the mash. Yeah. Ta-da. Now we got the Ghost of Christmas Past there. I forgot that, guys. I forgot
Scream.
that. The Scream. The famous painting by Rembrandt. Fairly famous. Or I might have gotten that wrong. Anyway, we got the Monster Mash, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, Halloween, 352. And our birthday list includes Dermot. Hold on a minute. I get my thing there. I got to get to the freaking doctor. Dermot Mulrooney. 62 years old. Dermot Mulrooney was in My Best Friend's Wedding with Julia Roberts, also the wedding date with Deborah Messing, and the dad in Insidious 3. Dermot Mulrooney, 62 years old today. And on this day in history, 2003, no one had ever heard of a little blonde girl named Bethany Hamilton. Actually, she's not a little blonde girl at all. She's 5 feet 11. Bethany Hamilton was 13 years old. She was surfing in Hawaii, wanted to be an aspiring professional surfer, and then a shark attacked and chopped her entire left arm clean off at the shoulder.
Yep.
Ate it, gone, done. I'm looking at a picture of her now in the hospital and smiling with a big smile on her face. Her determination was incredible. She kept surfing. Well, inspiration to so many, not only young girls, but basically anybody. Her autobiography in 2004, The Soul Surfer, et cetera, led to a movie. And in 2011, and Bethany Hamilton is married and doing great and still surfing. So, I mean, what a story. God, I can't imagine going back in the water after a shark ate me. Yeah, I get them. Pearly Whites, Bobby Darin warned us about that in 1958. Oh, is that Mr. Shark Tooth there? What is that?
Wait a minute. There's the shark thing. Do Mac the Knife.
Steve
Martin would do that when he would do that. No, this is the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas.
I never saw that one.
When he was happy, he'd do this.
Oh.
And when he was sad, he'd do that.
I never saw the Nightmare Before Christmas. Is that what I never? I have no idea what that. I have no idea.
You know who I saw that with? I saw that with Mindy Larkham. We went. We were the only two in the newsroom who said we wanted to go, so we went and watched that.
I'll be damned.
Down in I forget, across from Grady High School or something.
Is she still at Channel 5? I think she might be.
No, they retired. Her and Susan, I think, both retired.
And Susan Cusack, I know, was there, too. We used to work with her, too. I'll be damned.
By the way, the mayor had the best line in the movie. You want to hear it?
I do.
When Jack Skellington was missing, the mayor said, "Did someone remember to dredge the lake?"
Well, you can't dredge the lake too often. That's my motto. Anyway, 3:55. Neil Boortz is going to join us at 4 o'clock from Points Unknown. We'll find out. FBI thwarted a planned terrorist attack for the weekend, and that stopped this morning in Michigan. Arrested a bunch of people, apparently inspired by ISIS. But again, where the hell did this come from? ISIS in America to do what? I mean, this is still a thing. I just shoot them. I mean, seriously, you don't just have squads go out and say, okay, well, we got you, so it's over.
You got crowds in Dearborn, Michigan, chanting "Death to America," and everyone just stands around with their thumb up their butt and says, "Oh, there's probably nothing wrong with that."
Hamtramck, Michigan, is all Muslim.
You have the Muslim mayor there telling the Christian preacher that he needs to leave that town because he's worried about the thing going off 5 times a day.
That was the Dearborn mayor, right? And he's the one who said that he would have a parade if that guy was kicked out who was talking about peace for Israel. He would have a parade if that guy left town.
Anyone who chants "Death to America," I don't care if you're an American. That's your right to say that, but it's also someone's right to just beat the bloody hell out of you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like burning the flag. Take responsibility for it. Go ahead, but
it's worse. It's worse because you're saying saying kill people, kill Americans, kill the country.
Yeah.
That's a call for violence, and I think we should answer it.
Well, I believe me, in my personal life, that's the way you have to deal with things. If there's an imminent threat. I don't know what the hell we're waiting for.
When someone says who they are and what they're going to do, believe them.
Believe them. Flounder, you know what? I blew the whole thing. We've got, if you haven't heard Carmela's side piece, she's done 2 things. First of all, she's still lying about what she knew and what she had anything to do with concerning President Cadaver Auto Pen. But she's also now doing the new Democrat thing where she's screaming, yelling, and using the F-bomb. And after the 4 o'clock news, we got a couple of sound bites of her, which just frankly makes me angry. This woman is so freaking entitled that she thinks that she actually has something important to say and then says nothing. And even Jon Stewart, he couldn't even freaking believe it. on his show when he said, concerning the covering up the bad part of President Biden, she says, "Oh no, I never saw anything like that." And he says, "Excuse me." He said, "I beg your pardon." He says, "Golly, I find it hard to believe."
Were you drunk the whole time?
Anyway, you'll hear us coming up shortly. Anyway, Flounder's Funny. We got a little shot here of Flounder's Funny for you first.
Halloween, that ain't black people holiday. That ain't our holiday. We celebrate it, but we don't celebrate it the way, because we call it trick or treat. We don't around with Halloween. I moved in a better neighborhood, and I got white neighbors. They good folk, but they love Halloween. They wear me down. Hey, Lavelle, why you don't have any Halloween decorations? I said, because I serve Jesus. And God said, do not serve two masters. Well, if Jesus came back today and I got a picture of the devil on my wall, he gonna pass me up. Some of my neighbors, my one neighbor, he had a whole cemetery in his yard, had a big ass spite on his roof. My son was scared to death to go over there and trick or treat. He said, I ain't going over there, Daddy, I ain't scared. I said, boy, you better go get me some candy.
That Red Fox.
Lavelle Jackson.
Lavelle Jackson. I sound like Red Fox for a second.
Or Lavelle Crawford, I'm sorry.
No, was he on one of the sitcom shows? Where do I know him from?
No, he's not. He's just a stand-up. He's been in a couple of movies, I think, comedy movies, but...
Anyway, funny guy. It's got Kimber Pete Vlog. It's a beautiful sunny day, and I'll bet you by when I get home at 7 o'clock, it'll be pitch black or damn near. Because here we go, change the season. Don't forget, daylight saving time ends this weekend. We go back to standard. So fix your clocks. Anyway, 4 o'clock, Kimber Pete and Flounder on 106.3. Happy Halloween. Hope you have a safe, happy one with the kids, too.
Streaming across Georgia on the Extra 106.3 app. This is WFOM and W292EV Marietta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station. Extra 106.3.
A possible lifeline for millions of Americans. Elisa Brady, Fox News. A pair of court orders could keep the food stamp program funded.
Two federal judges ruled nearly simultaneously that the Trump administration must continue funding SNAP at least partially with contingency funds during the government shutdown. A consortium of more than 24 states filed lawsuits challenging the Agriculture Department's assessment that the federal food stamp program cannot be funded without a spending bill from Congress.
Fox's Jared Halpern in Washington. Both judges asking for updates from the administration by Monday, but appeals are expected. Funding begins to lapse tomorrow for nearly 42 million SNAP recipients. Democrats say health insurance costs are about to spike, and they want Obamacare subsidies extended as part of ending the government shutdown. President Trump says the government must reopen first.
It's their fault. Everything is their fault. It's so easily solved. We have a number of Democrats that have already voted for this.
But there hasn't been enough bipartisan support to reach the 60 votes needed to break the Senate filibuster on a stopgap spending bill. The president posting earlier the Republican majority should play their Trump card and scrap that rule. New York City's Emergency Management Office says Kennedy, LaGuardia, and Newark airports are all under FAA traffic restrictions, partly because of reduced staffing. Georgia Democratic Senator John Ossoff releases a second report on possible neglect at federal immigration detention centers.
The report features more than 80 cases where ICE detainees, attorneys, advocates, and at least one Department of Homeland Security employee describe people in detention centers being forced to compete for clean water, denied access to insulin, asthma medication, and left without medical attention. One detainee reportedly suffering a heart attack after complaining of chest pain for days, but going untreated.
Fox's Kristen Goodwin. DHS denies allegations of detainee abuse. The Dow up 40 at the bell. America's listening to Fox News.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit information kit. 800-809-7171. That's 800-809-7171.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication on your accounts, report phishing, and update your software on all your devices. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock not only alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information, but also fixes identity theft, guaranteed or your money back. So stay smart, stay safe, and stay protected with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use the promo code BECK. Terms do apply.
Okay, dokie, here we go. Halloween with Kimmer, Pete Flounder, and Neil Boortz.
Crowd goes wild.
Look out. How you doing, Neil? Where are you? What's going on?
Well, I'm doing great.
There you go. Outstanding. Good start.
I could be in the Keys right now where people wear costumes 24/7. So
yeah. I did one trip to the Keys a couple times. Once on my Harley with my cop buddy. And had a very
It's
interesting time.
Fantasy Fest right now. They're naked.
Oh, is that what it is? It's what now? Fancy Fest? What'd you call it?
Fantasy Fest. It's
Fantasy Fest.
For adults.
Oh, boy.
You know, and I was there for Fantasy Fest one time.
Were you? Did you get naked? Did you go naked in the crowd?
On a skateboard.
Oh, my God.
I was a pull toy.
Oh, my dear God. I'm not going to go to sleep later. I just won't be able to close my eyes.
Anyway, so I do remember standing along Duval. I think that's the main street there. And
I don't remember.
Yeah, and the guys are going by on their motorcycles. You could have been one of them.
Yeah, might have been.
And they had their lesbian girlfriends on the back of the motorcycle, or their girlfriends on the back of it. And the lesbians were lining the street cheering for the girlfriends. It was
yeah, well, there you go.
and that was the year when they made a big deal out of putting stamps on money. It said gay money.
I remember those days. I remember that. Yeah, that's right. That was a thing.
To
it was
show
a real thing.
Yeah, to show the impact of.
They're everywhere.
Yeah. The money. So I went down there with a couple of $100 in straight money, and the gays wanted the straight money. Oh, let me trade you some? They all wanted some of the straight money.
I'll be damned.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to send you something, Kimmer, right now.
All right, sir.
Get your phone out.
I got my phone right here in front of me.
Okay, you got your... this was my favorite ever Halloween costume. It didn't get any... Where is it? Kimmer, M-M-E...
And there are some great Halloween costume memes and videos going around that are popping up on my phone these days, too, which is pretty fun.
Oh, yeah, but this was the absolute...
This
best.
was your costume that you had done?
This was... Okay, there was in town at this time...
Mm-hmm.
There was in time a famed makeup artist that did the makeup for a movie, a Hollywood movie.
Okay.
And I was interviewing him, and so he said, "Well, I'll do the makeup for you for Halloween. I mean, today's Halloween."
Yeah.
And he was a makeup artist for Planet of the Apes.
Oh, my God. I'll bet that.
Did you see the picture?
Oh, yeah. I saw a couple of them. Yeah.
No, not the movie.
No.
The picture I just sent you.
Nothing blinked or ding. Did you email? Did you fax it or email it?
Probably, it takes a minute because it's a photo.
I got Majestic Plumbing sent me something.
Yeah, well, I wasn't that.
No, it's not
That's
that.
me in blackface. He made me up as an ape.
All right, hold on a second. Now, it still hasn't come through. Did you text it to me or did you email it?
I texted it to you. I don't know your email address. I asked you, but you said no.
No, that's not. And by the way, in fact, just the other day, have you actually requested my? Because I thought we were friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
Did you? If you? Well, I don't know why it didn't. Because they keep telling me I can't accept anybody because it's too full or something. I don't know.
Kimmer, my Facebook page is so screwed up.
I thought you stopped. I thought you quit because you had much trouble with them.
Yeah. You know. It just doesn't work. Yeah. There's only 2 people out there that can send me messages, and I get them every day, and all of that. So I'm really bummed right now that I can't send you this picture.
Well, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have it on texting. I don't have it on Facebook message, and I don't have it on email.
Send it to me, Neil, and I'll send it to Kimmer.
Yeah, I'll try to do that. Anyway,
that's all right. It's all good.
Yeah, I wish I could tell you the joke about the Halloween party where everybody comes as an emotion.
I know there's one. I know a couple of great costumes which I can't mention on the radio.
Well,
for women in particular.
Yeah, one guy shows up in red, another guy shows up in green. He's
for
envy.
emotions,
Another guy shows up blue. He's
Passion
sad, and then there's the
sad.
guy that shows up with the pear.
Yeah, a pear.
A pear.
And that is because
that we cannot say. It would be my last appearance.
Well, there you are.
Yeah, it would definitely be my last appearance with you.
Although maybe it could be an eggplant. That's the thing.
No,
now
it was a pear.
On emojis, I guess. Isn't that's some kind of dirty sign or something? I don't know.
I was thinking this Halloween of going as George Floyd.
I can't breathe.
No. All I need is a pregnant young black girl, and I'll just walk around with my knife to her throat.
Yeah, a gun in her tummy.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm George Floyd.
That reminded me of just the other day. I was thinking I saw some kind of protest. Actually, I was thinking about Gavin Newsom talking to the brothers the other day on their podcast, where he talks about, man, it was all the struggle, was hustling, shooting hoops, man, doing 3-pointers, talking to the black guys about how the big basketball and trying to get their vote. But one of my funniest things I ever saw was when King Leon, what's his name? Leon James Floyd, what's his name? What's the King James and L.A. Lakers and
LeBron
James. Yeah, LeBron James and his buddies coming out on the court after the George Floyd days wearing a T-shirt that said, "I can't breath." I was gonna wet my pants. I can't breath. You idiots! I mean, seriously, they say wear this, okay? God,
I am definitely not a LeBron James fan.
No, me either.
I mean, you have people out there like Shaq and what have you that, and Charles Barkley. I love Charles Barkley, but LeBron, God, what a preface!
I know.
Well, I've
decided to take my talents to South Beach or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, take the rest of you to South Beach. Now there is a former listener of mine that is out at Avondale Estates somewhere.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, and she gets really ticked off with teenagers trick or treating.
Well, because they're too old.
Yeah, because they're too old, so she gives them ketchup packets.
And what does her house look like in the morning?
I don't know. But I just love the ketchup packet. That's so good. Hey, listen, I'm finally convinced that we did not land on the moon. If Kim Kardashian
saw that's what the hell Kim Kardashian is saying. And by the way, that guy's like 95 years old now. Buzz Aldrin, he's like 96 or something or other.
He's up there. But did you see the time this idiot young guy started following him around? Swear on this stack of Bibles that you walked on the moon. Here, swear on this stack of this Bible that you walked. Yeah. And he followed Aldrin all the way up to a hotel front door, and finally Aldrin just hauled off and popped him one.
Hit him right in the face. Leave me alone. Bam.
He just decked him. And I was very privileged to spend a lot of my young life in Pensacola, which is where all of the astronauts had most of their medical work done.
Oh, is that right? Yeah,
in the Naval Hospital.
Air Station. Yeah.
Sure, yeah. And so I got some of them I got to know pretty well. And Buzz Aldrin, don't mess with Buzz.
No kidding. I'll bet.
Yeah, no, just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can you believe now we have federal judges ordering Trump to continue with the food stamp program?
Two of them. Yeah, that's right.
One of them in Rhode Island. Oh, that's meaningful.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have to do what I mean, they're making stuff up. And by the way, the problem is with this one, as soon as I saw that, now the Trump administration is going to have to appeal. So the Democrats can say, see, I told you. They're even trying to stop the judges who are trying to get us the food. The Democrats are trying to get food, and the Republicans are stopping it. So they're turning everything around back against Republicans like they always do, and it's probably going to work again.
These women, these fat women that you see, hey, how am I going to feed my kid? Yeah. All they are is life support systems for wombs.
Well, yeah, that's a good way of putting it. There's no way that there are 42 million, and by the way, it's 42 million families that are getting food stamps, which means if there are 2 or 3 people in a family, that means there could be, 110 or 20 million people in America supposedly need food stamps to live? You've got to be kidding me.
Years ago, there was a very well-researched article. I could find it if I thought about it earlier, what have you, but somebody was addressing this food stamp program, and they said, the solution here is very simple. If a child in a home gets beaten, they can be declared endangered and taken away from their parents.
Yeah.
Well, why, if a parent has children that they simply cannot afford to take care of, why are those children not endangered? Yeah. And if that is the case, why don't we take those children away from these baby factories and put them in government or private operated no, really.
I know. Well, you slave masters, you're taking all those, there's no way anybody can let you do anything if you're trying to just do the right thing. I mean, seriously,
Put them in goop homes where they are safe, where they get educated, where they are, their health care is taken care of, where they are nurtured properly. And if we would do that, a couple of things would happen. First of all, these women would say, well, I got to slow down on this having babies thing because it's not paying off for me. Yeah. And second of all, we would have young people coming out of that situation that are so well educated and more prepared for life, and eventually it would be a problem that that solves itself. I am all for. If you can't feed your kid, we're going to take that kid and put it in a group home with professional caretakers. We're going to feed them. We're going to keep them healthy. We're going to educate them. And you can just live in this squalor that your uneducated self has created.
Yeah. And by the way, I think the figure is correct that in 2020, the number of people on food stamps of this SNAP program was 9 million. Today, it's 42 million.
Yike.
Yeah.
Well, Biden. Let's blame it on Biden.
Well, it is. All these people are all getting it. I mean, how else do you explain that? And I think it was from 2020. It might have been from it was either 1 or 2 administrations ago, but either way, even if it was, Trump's first term, even if it was 10 years, 11 years, 2016, whatever, from 9 million to 42 million?
Well, Kimmer, look,
please.
The sociologists have shown in study after study that in any society, no matter how much opportunity there is, no matter how much room for growth and building wealth, you will have a certain percentage of that society. I think they pegged it at about, 10% or something like that. You will have a percentage of that society that is going to do absolutely nothing more than is absolutely necessary to sustain their lives. Yeah. They are not going, they will have no ambition, no desire at all to be self-sufficient. They will take whatever money they can get from the government, and what they can't get from the government, they will steal, but it's going to be 10% of society, and that's what we see in these food stamp people. They're threatening now to loot grocery stores. Yeah. A lot of the videos we see are fake, okay?
Yeah. These selfie things for in the car riding along. I'm gonna get my monies and I know.
Yeah, but just the babies, the kids, are a source of income for these people. Mm-hmm. It's a way for them to rip off the taxpayers. I mean, I saw one where they stopped this woman from shoplifting. She's running out with a bunch of food, and she's in the car. She's driving away. They say, stop, come back. She says, no, this food is ours. We worked 400 years for this food. It's ours. Oh, God.
Yeah, please. I know.
By the way, while you were doing that work, you were well fed.
Yeah.
For the most part. Oh, that's going to cause
it's a gland issue,
yeah.
really, seriously.
So, hey,
now you're doing it again.
I'm having a lot of fun with AI. Do you ever just ask questions just for the hell of it?
With Grok, I've actually talked to Grok like maybe once a week. I'll ask Grok a question, but I don't fool around with it. No, ever since I forgot my AI girlfriend's name and she left me.
Beulah.
No, it was Melissa or Meredith. Flounder, you remembered at that time. Starts with M. I can't remember her damn name.
Maybe it was that girl that I met when I was selling jewelry at Rich's department store in 1968.
Wow. Well, it could be possible.
Yvette Consuela Maria Agnes St. Dennis.
Made an impression on you.
I just thought the name was melodic, and I can't tell you what she looked like.
Oh.
But her name was Yvette Consuela Maria Agnes St. Dennis.
I'll be darned. Well,
and and that's my anyway.
Yes.
So Donna will say, "I wonder," and as soon as she says, "I wonder," I get out the phone and but I had a question.
Yeah.
Because I was in traffic behind a cement truck the other day.
Oh, that can't be fun.
No, and so what happens if that truck breaks down and that thing stops going around and that cement hardens? What happens?
I don't think they ever get it out of there.
Well, it's okay.
I used to work for a bricklayer, and those things that show up on the sites, and they have to clean those things all the time. They don't just bring them back with that crud there. They have to get all that stuff clean before they stop for the day. Or
you want the answer?
I do want the answer.
Okay, first of all, if you tow a cement truck, the transmission in towing that truck will turn that barrel.
Oh, it will. Just towing it will. Well, okay.
Yes.
So they got I see a little round thing, wheel thing.
Just towing it. Secondly, they have hydraulic systems that'll keep it turning for a limited amount of time. And thirdly, they have chemicals they can dump in there. That will
like the gasohol stuff you put in to keep the tank clean.
It's kind of like a cement version of saltpeter.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Oh, put that in your breakfast when you're in the Navy.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. And then I asked. Stop it. Then I asked AI, is anybody working on taking the book 1 second after and making a movie out of it? Have you ever read that book?
I have not read that book.
Oh my goodness, Kimber, you got to read that book.
And the book is about?
Well, it's about
300 pages. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, one small village in near Asheville, North Carolina.
Okay.
But what happens in that village when the United States gets hit with an EMP attack?
EMP,
electromagnetic pulse.
Magnetic pulse, and all the electricity stops.
The electricity and anything with an electric circuit is dead. It's gone.
It's over. We'll lose our life. Yeah.
And what happened? I mean, you have people with diabetes dying because the insulin can't be preserved because you have no refrigeration.
I think the Chinese can already do it. I think the Chinese have the capability of having like 40 billion trillions drones to do exactly that, hovering over everything electric in this country and shutting it all down.
Well, actually, it just takes a nuclear explosion, maybe 10 miles up in the atmosphere.
Well, even better.
But the answer is yes. There were 3 books: 1 second after, 1 year after, and the final day, or the final day, or something like that. And somebody has a contract. They're in Belgium right now, getting ready for production on a trilogy that's going to cover the 1 second after and the succession of books.
What about that Dennis, what's his name, movie, The Day After? That was a nuclear explosion thing, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Movie?
I was watching...
Dennis
watching
Quaid, I think, maybe?
Yeah, the Minions on that day.
Pete, do you remember that movie? It's called The Day After.
Jason Robards.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there is one movie that I asked about, one book that I love, and AI said, you gotta be kidding. Nobody is ever going to make a movie out of this book.
Yeah, what book?
Camp of the Saints.
Never heard of it.
Oh, Kimmer.
I'm so sorry. I don't read. I've never read a book. I don't read books at all. No, I'm sorry. I don't know. I know. I read everything. I read Chaucer. My God, man. I've never heard of this. What is it? What's it called again?
Camp of the Saints.
Camp of the Saints. I don't know what it means or what it refers to.
If you read it, your sphincter is going to tighten up.
Well, that would be a good sign. I'm going to go get the book tonight on the way home, by God.
There's people out there right now.
There's one thing I could use. It's a tighter sphincter. I'm almost positive.
You know the old thing about a 10-penny nail with a ball peen hammer? Yeah, there you go. There are people out there. Kimmer, I can't believe you haven't read that book.
Okay, and the book is about, and why should I read it?
It's about what's happening in Europe right now.
Lack of freedom and no free speech and so
no invasion.
Invasion of the immigrants from bad places.
Well, except in Camp of the Saints, most of the invaders are Indians, the lower caste, the impoverished from India, that just commandeer boats and head for England.
Oh, boy. Well.
In real life, it's Muslims.
Yeah.
I mean, look, there is an Islamic invasion of Europe, and it's going on right now.
Yeah, that's true.
And the book Camp of the Saints addresses that, but not in references to Islam, that phony little cult from that, that sheep fornicator.
Oh, God.
So,
hey!
I did not say that.
Oh, hey!
That was AI.
Now,
that it was. They took my voice and made it sound like me.
So you can never tell anymore.
No, you can't. We're just not safe anymore. So
that's true. In fact, I honestly, I swear, Pete doesn't believe me. I heard Glenn Beck yesterday on his show. He does an AI thing quite a bit, and Glenn Beck has a whole new some kind of communication system he's starting, and he's going to be doing 2 of his shows at the same time, one using AI or something. And I swear I'm not making this up. I heard him say that he's got AI technology that he's building with this new company he's founding, so that at some point in the not too distant future, he will be able to have a conversation with George Washington.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, he'll always be a complete jerk to me. Glenn Beck.
Yeah.
Because I was up in Washington. It was a panel discussion before, I don't know, the NAB or something like that. Wolf Blitzer was moderating on.
Oh, God.
I was on the panel. Glenn Beck was on the panel. We sat next to each other. We got along famously.
Yeah.
At that time, he was on WGS something or other, and I was on WS something or other.
Yeah.
And so the next day, I'm walking into the Radio Row where all these studs are doing their radio shows.
All up together.
And I overheard Glenn Beck, probably under instructions from the GST people. Oh, yeah, I met Neil Boortz yesterday. What a jerk. And he just ripped me up on, And we'd gotten along famously while we were on that panel, but somebody said, no, he's on another radio station. You've got to denigrate him. You've got to make him, you just got to call him everything but a saint.
Oh, well, that sucks. That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I would never do that.
No. I met him once when he came down for that rally we had after 9/11, I guess it was. And we did Piedmont at Centennial. No, what the hell was it? The park there. What the hell was it? Oh, what's the name of that? Where we had that? He had like 20,000 people showed up and live. We did rallies there, do a live show from the event. And it was Glenn. I introduced him, I think, and then followed him on the speed. I can't remember where the hell it was. Anyway, that's too bad.
He's two-faced.
Yeah,
he's two-faced.
Well, that's too bad. It's a shame.
But I'll say this: you, Glenn Beck, front office Los, Tug, all of you people. Yeah. You all work harder than I ever did. No, you really do. Because you have to work at being screwed up. It came naturally to me.
Well, believe me. We have some things in common, apparently.
But I mean, I never really had to work at this.
Well, I know you've made a living in it with a personality. What the hell did you used to call it? You made a great living out of a personality disorder. I think that's what you used to say.
I was born a void surrounded by a sphincter muscle, and I still am to this day.
Well, there you go. Well, you've certainly done a lot with it.
Thank you. Thank you. I have.
That's true. Now, what about Halloween? Are you on the? Are you down? Flounder.
Real quick, actually, we got a call by the gentleman named Philip, Neil, and he has a quick question for you.
Okay, shoot.
Philip, welcome. What's up? Yes, sir.
Philip.
Hey, Philip. Go ahead.
Philip,
can you hear us? If you can hear us,
Philip,
Neil Boortz is on. Go ahead and ask your question. Welcome aboard.
He's obviously starstruck.
I guess
well, all right,
blink twice if you can hear us, Philip.
All right, 404-741.
He was curious about how Royal's kids are doing.
Oh, they're doing great.
He when he had passed away, the caller had donated to their college fund.
Yeah,
Oh, what a nice thing! God, Philip, I'm so sorry we didn't get you on here. Try again if you want to. Although it's almost about to lose.
Lordy, do I miss Royal?
You know, I don't think I certainly knew him, but I don't think I ever actually met him in person. But just one of those things that, that never got. Although did I meet him at the party where we met at a golf course one time for a?
You might have. I took him to play at Augusta one time.
Oh, cool. Excellent.
And, he used to say golf. Yeah. Then he got into golf and so I took him to play. I've told you that story.
I don't remember the...
Well, a very avid golfer over there at the radio station. Yeah. Oh, my God, you're taking Royal to play Augusta. And I said, yeah. And he said, well, if something happens, would you take me if Royal can't? Yeah, sure. Okay, you're on the bubble. And this guy, great guy, happens to be a Hebrew.
Yeah.
Okay. And anyway, so finally the day came, and I will just call him Cosmo.
Okay.
I said, Cosmo, look, Royal, if something happens to Royal, I called the member that is taking us to play golf, and I just wanted to make sure that it was okay if I brought a black guy with me to play Augusta.
Yeah.
And I said, so Cosmo, he said, yeah, that's fine, just don't bring a Jew. Which did not happen. Let me be very clear. That did not happen.
No, it would be not.
But I just had to say that to you.
Well, there you are. We were just talking about your personality disorder, by God, and
I told you.
Show once again the incredible entertainment with the warped.
Is it not amazing that Donna has survived 52 years of marriage?
God bless
to me.
America. I'm happy for you. I truly am.
I have obviously no talent that she could really appreciate.
Well, I don't want to know anything more about that.
Okay.
Neil Boortz, hi to your sweet lady, and have a great weekend. Be careful out there, and happy Halloween. Neil Boortz.
Yeah, don't get any on you.
Thanks, man. Kevin Pete Flounder and Neil Boortz, 430 1063, right here.
The only thing better than covering all these Trump wins is watching the left implode over it.
Donald Trump, he's entertaining the world while he's changing the whole freaking planet.
Extra 1063 is committed to bring you the news you care about most. From Atlanta legends and conservative voices you've relied on for a generation. Proud to be Atlanta's only conservative news and talk station. Extra 1063 FM and the Extra app.
What a beautiful day. Planting season, eh? Builders and contractors, Stovall and Company. Paul and the boys are a third-generation family business, locally owned. So, by the way, you call Stovall and Company for your wholesale landscaping supplies and say, look, I need this right now. Oh, wait a minute. There it is. I'll be darned. Yeah, they're almost that fast. I could be exaggerating a little bit. 11 locations, all over the place. The latest one up there in Canton. And don't forget, they have sprinklers and irrigation things and help to build fireplaces outside by the deck or the pool, kitchen stuff like that, and plants and trees. And also, if you need something they don't have, they can tell you where to get it. StovallInc.com.
Big moments deserve big-time craftsmanship. At Solomon Brothers Jewelers, we've been family-owned and operated since 1982 because we know what it means to show up when it counts. Jaron Solomon here, and that's why we're proud to be an official Tacori jeweler. Each Tacori ring is handcrafted in California, going through 20 elite artisans before it hits your hands. Not mass-produced, not generic, always personal. And with Solomon Brothers, you get lifetime cleanings, unbeatable financing, and the largest Tacori selection in Georgia. Stop by a store in Buckhead, Alpharetta, or Sharpsburg. Visit SolomonBrothers.com to book your private appointment. Solomon Brothers Jewelers, where love is in the details and legends are built to last. Solomon Brothers Jewelers, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs and official jeweler of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
At Akins Ford & Winder, we love trucks, and you'll love our deals on trucks. Like $15,000 off the MSRP on select 2025 Ford F-150 XLT Crew Cab pickups. Hi, this is Brad Akins, and now through October 31st, take $15,000 off the MSRP on select 2025 Ford F-150 XLT Crew Cab pickups. These pickups also come with Ford's 10-year limited factory warranty at no additional charge, and we have over 50 to choose from. Plus, qualifying veterans and first responders receive an extra $1,000 off in addition to this discount at Akins Ford & Winder, just 25 minutes east of the Mall of Georgia on Highway 29. Stock number 06333, MSRP $69,098, sale price $44,098. With approved financing in your 1995 or newer trade. Dealer retains factory rebates plus government fees. Ford's limited warranty is 10 years or 100,000 miles. See dealer for details. See these Ford F-150 crew cabs today at AkinsFord.com. Akins, we're closer, bigger, and have better deals on Ford F-150s than you think.
This fall, the gridiron calls, which means you'll be road tripping to games across the South, and you'll need a reliable ride to get you there. And Subaru of Gwinnett has the vehicle for you. But a new car, truck, or SUV from Subaru of Gwinnett is about way more than just getting to the games. It's about getting the family home. It's about getting to work safely, but it's also about getting the most out of every adventure. If you're driven by an adventurous heart, the 2025 Subaru Outback shares your spirit with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and up to 32 miles per gallon. Or maybe it's the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester. It holds the road with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, and it holds everything you need for the tailgate. And no matter where adventure takes you, it starts on Satellite Boulevard in Duluth with the amazing staff at Subaru of Gwinnett. They'll help you find the Subaru that you'll love and be there every step of the way for everything you need. Start your shopping online at SubaruofGwinnett.com and let your adventurous mind run wild. Then stop in for a test drive on Satellite Boulevard in Duluth.
Time now for the Retire Wise Report. James Parker here with financial advisor Sean Maloney, founder and CEO of Retire Wise. So when we go through days or weeks of volatility in the market, Sean, it's hard to know what to do. What can you tell us?
The biggest thing is don't panic or make immediate decisions with your money. Take those emotional concerns out of the middle of it. You know, look, markets cycle regularly. Market corrections and bear markets are a normal part of the cycle. They're just part of the plan that are going to be accounted for. If you feel nervous when you read the headlines about big drops in the market, you might not know enough about how your money is positioned. That's why it's important to get the right guidance on a financial plan for your retirement.
Tell us about the offer you have for our listeners.
All right, so now's the time to start, folks. Looking ahead and identifying if you have too much risk in your portfolio. That's the first thing. We have a helpful little resource for our listeners today. We call it the Retire Happy Framework Toolkit. You can get it today by calling or texting WISE to 770-802-2200. My team helped put together this just for you, and it's a complimentary guide. And the center of this is a copy of my latest book, The Priority of Retirement, plus guides on major topics like investments, Social Security, income planning, taxes, and so forth of the key components of retirement. So if you want to get this information in your hands today, call or text WISE to 770-802-2200. That's 770-802-2200.
Take advantage of this offer and get your Retire Happy Framework today. Just text WISE to 770-802-2200. The team at Retire Wise will get you your Retire Happy Framework to you right away. So just call or text WISE to 770-802-2200. Investment advisory services made available through AE Wealth Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Firm does not provide tax services.
political violence cannot stand. And Extra 106.3 will continue on as the conservative voice of reason in Atlanta. We'll speak our mind, protect our values, and stand up for each other responsibly. Count on the Morning Extra, Glenn Beck, Clay and Buck, The Kimmer, and the legend Neil Boortz to always have your back. Proud to be the conservative voice of Atlanta. Extra 106.3 FM and the Extra app.
Fun guy. Hey, look out. The moon's rising, baby. Halloween. And don't forget, change your clock Saturday night. It's end of daylight saving time. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder at Halloween. Yeah, I know. I don't like this at all. I'm not going to like this at all. It's going to start getting dark.
I just don't like the fact when we leave work, it's dark out.
Yeah. The only time I like it is when Halloween decorations go out in the neighborhoods through the golf course, and I can see all the pretty lights and stuff. But that lasts for, a couple of weeks? And then I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
No, sir. Don't like it.
No. Kimmer P. Flounder, 404-741-1230, playing a little Halloween-type seasonal music for you today. Our birthday list includes Jane Pauley. Jane Pauley is 75 today. Jane Pauley, I think she's still married to that Gary Trudeau, isn't she? The Doonesbury guy. And I remember in the mid-70s, when I left Atlanta and went to New Orleans for a couple of years, and I was a TV anchorman, and I interviewed Jane Pauley. She came to town to do it. I think it was when she first became the morning anchor girl on, was it CBS? Don't even remember now. When she first got that job, because she was young. She was very young. And I remember she came on the set, and I interviewed her about the new job, and in fact, she was young and pretty, and this would be a thing the whole time. It was like 72 or 3 or 5, 75. No, it must have been 75 or 76, somewhere in there. Anyway, and she was sweet and charming and very cool. I didn't get any kind of vibe out of her at all. I didn't get any kind of, hot chick kind of thing or anything. Just very serious, mellow, pleasant, charming, classy. And very nice woman. Seemed like a nice girl. Anyway, Kimmer P. Flounder. I'd say I did. On this day in history, 1941, South Dakota. The mountain we know now as Mount Rushmore was originally known to the Lakota Sioux as the Six Grandfathers. It has also gone by the name Cougar Mountain, Sugarloaf Mountain, Slaughterhouse Mountain, and Keystone Cliffs. It was officially renamed in 1885 after New York lawyer Charles E. Rushmore. The idea to carve into the mountain began as a way to increase tourism, but it received congressional approval with sculptor Gutzon Borglum. His artwork began in October 1927. He was aided by 400 workers for the 60-foot-high carvings of George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln, representing the first 130 years of American history. It was completed on this day 14 years later, 1941, and then in 1996, Mount Rushmore was listed on the National Register of Historic Places, but it wasn't officially dedicated until 1991 by George H.W. Bush. Inside a canyon, behind the faces in the mountain, inside the canyon, stands a vault, and that vault holds 16 porcelain enamel panels featuring the text of the Declaration of Independence and the text of the Constitution. I did not know that until looked it up last night. Pete Davis has got the mask of death, the mask with eye holes of death with a pointed black head. I don't even know. I don't. Which one?
This is supposed to be the executioner's cap. But I call it the Black Klansman.
The Black Klansman.
Yeah, I said it's a good thing that thing's not white.
Yeah, I'm going to say. You can wear that around a lot. Anyway, my goodness. 441, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. If you want to join us, it's 404-741-1230. Oh, you got the flying bat buzzy thing going on. Was that a bat? Bats don't make that noise, do they?
Yeah, it's a bat.
Bat. Make that harmonic thing there. A couple of things here, and then we're going to play Carmela's side piece here coming up, Flounder, in just a second. A couple of late stories. A couple of federal judges have ordered the Donald Trump administration to keep giving people the food benefits. the food stamps, the SNAP program during the shutdown, although that'll be appealed. And then again, when the Trump administration appeals the judge's order to give the food stamps, even though they're not supposed to legally, the Democrats can say, see, I told you so. The Republicans are trying to stop the judge from giving us the food stamps. We've painted ourselves into another corner, probably. We'll see. I mean, again, it's just,
I don't care at this point. Why is the color orange associated with Halloween?
The color orange stemmed from the fires that burned witches many years ago.
You're on this witch thing. The witches are out there. They're listening.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Hex on you.
Well, you were the guys who watch those stupid movies with the zombies and stuff. You're just calling those people up.
Manifesting it.
If you are.
That?
I'm serious.
Okay.
They're
I hope it's true.
Seriously.
Flounder, why is the color orange associated with Halloween?
Because it's the color of pumpkins?
Close. It symbolizes the autumn harvest.
The autumn harvest.
So.
Oh, mercy. 442. We have not spent a lot of attention about Carmela Side Piece, the former vice president who wanted to be your latex salesman.
That's because she's a side piece.
What a joke. I mean, she's doing nothing but word salad. She's in fact, that Australian woman nailed her the other day. We played that soundbite when Carmela just totally dodged the question about covering up for Biden. And the girl even said, boy, that was a world-class pivot there. I couldn't believe it. So we had to get that from Australia. Well, she's done it again. She was on with Jon Stewart last night, and she is, we got a couple of sound bites here. She accused Donald Trump of prioritizing fixing up the East Wing of the White House while people are starving and not getting their food. Flounder, let's play the first cut of Carmela's side piece here.
Are you kidding me? This guy wants to create a ballroom for his rich friends while completely turning a blind eye to the fact that babies are going to starve when the SNAP benefits end in just hours from now? Come on. So I'm not going to be distracted by, does the guy have a big hammer? What about those babies?
Yeah. What?
Yeah. I'm not going to be distracted by whether the guy has a big blanking hammer.
What does that mean?
That means she's talking about his sex organ. And she's using the F-bomb again. I mean, this is unbelievable. Have you noticed the change in these people? Not only are they more violent and calling for more violence, they've got this new whole F-bomb thing now, which I think they think makes them look tough.
And they got the Jennifer Welch calling for violence.
Yeah.
It's not going to end well for you.
And if there's anybody who's not tough, it's this chick. What a freaking fraud. And Founder, let's play the second. In fact, much to his credit, Jon Stewart tried to get her to admit that they were all covering up the mental incapacity of President Cadaver Autopen. Here's cut number 2, Carmela's side piece.
I believe he was fully competent to serve.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
That surprises me, actually.
No, I do.
You sure about that?
But there's a distinction to be made between running for president and being president.
What's the distinction?
Well, being a candidate for president of the United States is about being in a marathon at a sprinter's pace, having tomatoes thrown at you every step you take.
This is unbelievable.
He's already president.
The problem is she's so dumb that she didn't think he was going to ask her a follow-up question, and she didn't know what to say. That comment made no sense. Are you telling me that she actually believes in her head, she had to come up with something, that she actually believes that it takes more strenuous activity to run for president and make speeches and go to campaign events than it is strenuous? It's more strenuous to do that than it is to be president of the United States. The way he did it, she's right, because he worked 10 to 3 and they kept everything away from him. He didn't have to do anything. That's unbelievable, this woman would even think that way.
She said we didn't have to worry about him because he was only a candidate.
Yeah.
You dumb biatch.
Yeah.
He's the president.
He was the president, yeah. Again, this woman doesn't have any brains. I mean, seriously.
Who's going to give her money again? Who's going to give her $1 billion to run again? What idiot is going to do that?
All they have to say is, what did you do with the last $1.5 billion? I mean, seriously. What are your accomplishments? And she says, well, they say I'm the most qualified presidential candidate ever. I'm thinking, oh, my God. I mean, in whose mind is that even not a joke? Seriously? Oh, I mean, it's hysterical. I mean, she's going to run between her and Newsom. I can't. I mean, this is going to be amazing.
Well, Butt Plug's going to run too.
Well, yeah, he will. Oh, this is going to be
that
great.
little mincing walk he does.
Oh, please, tough guy. Isn't he the one? Isn't he? I know maybe not, but wasn't he the one who put his bicycle on somebody's pickup truck and then drove it like a block from the Capitol and took it out and went for a ride on his bike? Was that?
Yeah, to get to work.
To get to work, like he was bicycling to work, and they caught him taking it out of the back of a pickup truck a block away. It's like Rosie Ruiz in the freaking marathon shook the subway. 447, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounders. Freaking Halloween, man.
It's time for the Boortz Report, brought to you by Southern Exteriors, the Southeast's premier home exterior solution. Quality and precision you can rely on for over 20 years. Visit southernexteriors.co.
Okay, I got about 2 minutes to rant about Democrats and this shutdown, the Schumer shutdown. How pathetic can they be? They couldn't win the presidential election. They couldn't win the House of Representatives. They couldn't win the Senate. They have nothing, and they're desperate. Their popularity rating is steadily going down. They are becoming a Marxist, socialist party, and they're desperate. They need a victory so bad. So maybe they can go to the extreme of shutting down a good portion of our government so that not do something they promised to do years ago, and that is to let these COVID-era Obamacare subsidies expire as they were supposed to. So how far will they go? They will keep poor people from having food on the table in order to provide health care to illegal aliens. They will not pay air traffic controllers and perhaps put our airports and airways into chaos because they want to provide free health care to illegal aliens. They will put American lives at jeopardy. They will fail to pay government workers because they want to give free health care to illegal aliens. They will punish the American public because they want money from the American public to pay for health care for illegal aliens. There's no rhyme or reason to this, my friends. It is a political party in desperate shape, begging for relevance again and facing a dismal future because of stunts just like this. How in the hell can a sane American with an IQ above 100 vote to keep these idiots in power? Neil Boortz, I'll calm down now. Extra 106.3.
Some remodelers are too big to care, others too small to count on. Southern Exteriors hits the sweet spot. Big company buying power with hometown heart. Hates Tug, and I trust them for siding, roofing, gutters, windows, and doors. Over 1,000 projects a year, top materials fast, prices fair, and jobs on track. Plus 25 years of true local care. Call 877-9-SOUTHERN or visit southernexteriors.co. That's southernexteriors.co.
This is Tom with the Honest Car Guy.
Hey, what's with all this honesty stuff?
We help you buy your next pre-owned car or truck honestly.
How honestly?
We guarantee that each vehicle we sell will come with a bill of sale showing what we paid for the vehicle. You'll pay what we pay, plus an honest fee. Guaranteed.
No gimmicks or tricks?
Nope.
Man, this sounds like a new way to buy a car.
Get an honest car buy from the Honest Car Guy. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME-1 or visit honestcarguy.com.
Are you looking for something simple but delicious, sweet but also savory? Discover Schumann Farms Sweet Onions. Schumann Farms is a third-generation family farm with the Real Sweet brand sweet onions. Whether you're grilling, sautéing, or simply adding a fresh crunch to your salad, Schumann Farms has you covered. Look for Schumann Farms Real Sweet brand sweet onions at your grocery store and taste the difference for yourself. Schumann Farms, the Georgia family farm growing tradition and the world's sweetest onions.
Attention extra listeners. The end of the year is closing in.
Are your retirement plans ready? We at Master Plan Retirement Consultants are holistic retirement planners, including income and growth planning, tax strategies, and estate and legacy planning. Each piece of the retirement puzzle must fit together cohesively because we know a change in one area can inevitably affect the others. Our boutique team serves you with fiduciary care, ensuring every step moves you closer to a confident, sustainable retirement. Don't wait. There's still time to adjust your plan before year end. Schedule your complimentary consultation now at masterplanretire.com. Master Plan Retirement Consultants. Plan well and prosper.
Advisory services offered through Master Plan Retirement Consultants, Inc., a registered investment advisory in the state of Georgia. Insurance, tax, and commodity services offered through Fricks & Associates, Inc., DBA Master Plan Retirement Consultants. The aforementioned are affiliated companies.
Little Halloween theme from Flounder, our musical director here at 106.3. And yeah, there we go. Oh, it's the Pete Davis has his evil crow of death costume on or something. I can't tell who that is there. Is that a black bullwinkle or who is that?
It's a moose.
The moose, the black death moose of death. Incredible. Yeah, Snoopy, baby. Creepy, kind of Snoopy little.
Stupid camera.
Little spooky, baby. Yeah, spooky. Here on Halloween with Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. Da, 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 da. Yeah, right now it's a beautiful sunny day, and then I'll bet you by the time I get home at 7, it'll be pitch black or damn near. And again, I'll be careful of the kids and everything else. Dan Rather birthday. Dan Rather, CBS News.
Who cares?
94 years old. He was a part-time Marine.
Piece of crap liars.
Yeah, he turned out to be a scumbag. He was in the reserves. He never served full-time in the Marines, but there was a place.
Morley Safer.
Nice. Yeah.
He warned everybody how crazy the guy was in Vietnam in the 60s, how crazy he was.
Yeah. In fact, I think he came close to giving away some of our troop positions because of his activities. I mean, it was just, he popped up everywhere he could for his own personal benefit, whether it was the Chicago riots or the 68 convention or Vietnam. And
he'd walk into the press bar there in Saigon with a sidearm.
Yeah. Anyway, Dan Rather.
Like he's going to do some fighting,
Yeah, right.
in the press bar.
Yeah, I'm right behind you guys. I'm behind you all the way, boys. Anyway. Oh, in fact, I'll do a Vietnam thing. I was going to do a candy thing. I'll do a Vietnam thing. On this day, 1968, speaking of the devil, on this day, President Lyndon Johnson, I remember these things very specifically. Lyndon Johnson announced that America is no longer going to bomb North Vietnam.
How white of us.
Well, it was October 1968, and they were about to have a presidential election in a few days. This would bring an end to 3.5 years of what they called Operation Rolling Thunder. The campaign used 900 American aircraft that were lost, shot down, 900 American planes, 818 pilots were dead or missing, hundreds more in captivity. 120 Vietnam People's Air Force planes were destroyed. According to U.S. estimates, 182,000 North Vietnamese civilians were killed. 22,000 Chinese support personnel were killed in the bombing campaign of North Vietnam, which ended on this day in 1968. And it was because, like Ho Chi Minh said, he was willing to lose a lot more men than America was willing to lose, and he just had to wait us out. And finally, the people of America wouldn't take it anymore, and they said no more bombing in North Vietnam, so he caved. And that was a ball game. I'm Flounder, you're trying to get me.
Yeah, we got Rick the Painter on the horn.
Rick the Painter, Halloween, Rick the Painter. What's going on, man? What's up?
Hey, Kimmer, happy Halloween, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Well, sir, I'm going to call about my Halloween thing.
Yeah.
I got my pumpkin earlier this week.
Yeah, your pumpkin? Yeah, got your pumpkin, yeah.
Yes, sir. And I got home and there was a big old crack in it.
Oh.
But that's all right. I got it fixed with a pumpkin patch.
Pumpkin patch. You patched the so in other words, you had so it was a crack in it, and you used a pumpkin patch to pat off. Like the growing area. Yeah. Oh God, I got it. I just you don't. Wow.
Did you know before the invention of the train in 1804?
Yeah, before that.
That people had to run wagons on your mom. Oh my God. It's Halloween.
Yeah, they used to call it a bounceline until your mother used it. They go,
yeah. Bounceline.
This is so bad. Oh man, I'm in a freaking goofy. I hope I get some kids to show up tonight. And again, in fact, the last 2 times I've had like 10 or 12 kids. I think I've mentioned I had to actually chase them down the road. I got candy. Which is what they need the old man of the neighborhood to be doing, that chasing children.
You need an unmarked white van.
I got candy. But and every one of them said, "Oh, could it take 3 or could it take 4?" And I said, "Well, no. I mean, I don't know how many kids are coming. I mean, they were rude and just, I don't like Hershey bar. Oh, nobody likes Hershey bars." I said, "Geez,
Oh my God. Yeah, if they're coming like that, don't give them anything.
And it used to be you would trade them with your friends. That was the whole thing.
Right.
To just take one. In fact, it used to be that we would give the candy. We would hand them what we wanted them to have, and if they didn't like it, they traded with their friends. That was the whole point of getting all together on Halloween. Anyway, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, somebody came up with a great idea. If you don't want my grandparents, by the way, it's my grandmother's birthday today.
Oh, happy!
She would turn the lights out and pretend she wasn't there. But some people, they put the little bucket out that's empty with the sign in it that says "Take one."
Help yourself. Yeah, I have one.
So it looks like somebody stole them all.
Yeah. Don't get their house painted overnight. Flounder, do we have time for a Flounder's Funny here? I'll bet you we have very quick. Hold on a second, maybe.
You make some noise if you were not allowed to celebrate Halloween. Make some noise. And that's crazy. I grew up the same. You better have your head on that pillow before the sun goes down, or the devil is getting a foothold in your life. The devil's getting in there, which is a tricky theology to believe, okay? Because we believe in a God that can raise dead people from the ground and heal the sick, but a 6-year-old girl wears an Elsa dress, and God's like, nothing I can do. He's like, Chloe's for the streets now. I had a plan for her life, but I saw that Elsa dress, and I was like, let her go. That's it.
Mr. John Christ right there. Christ. John Christ.
John Christ.
Johnny Christ right here. I don't know why I'm all of a sudden getting goofier and goofier by the minute. Yeah.
Gentlemen, who was the first lady to celebrate and decorate the White House for Halloween?
Dolly Madison, I'll bet you, just because of her personality.
They didn't start doing Halloween to the late 1800s.
Well, I don't know.
Flounder?
Who?
Lincoln's wife?
Mary?
Once again, they didn't start really doing anything in the late 1800s.
Harry Truman. Harry Truman's wife.
You're getting closer. You're getting
Roosevelt.
No, you're getting...
Kennedy. Jackie Kennedy.
No, you skipped completely.
Lyndon Johnson. No, it would be... who was before Kennedy? Oh my God, Eisenhower. Mamie Eisenhower. There you go. Mm-hmm. Hey, I won. Yeah, sure I did.
You sounded pretty bad doing it, but you won.
5 o'clock. Oh, look out.
This is WFOM and W292EV Marietta on Dickey Broadcasting Station. Locally owned and heard throughout Georgia on the Extra app.
SNAP benefits set to lapse beginning tomorrow.
The administration has done all it can to keep this program afloat, but the limits have been reached here.
House Speaker Mike Johnson alongside the Agriculture Secretary, who still says there's a legal reason contingency funds can't be tapped right now to run the program during the government shutdown. 2 federal judges disagree, ordering the Trump administration to keep it going.
A judge in Rhode Island ruling the program must be funded using at least the contingency funds. And a judge in Massachusetts gave the Trump administration until Monday to say whether it would partially pay for the benefits for November with contingency money or fully fund them with other funds.
Fox's Kristen Goodwin appeals are possible. Meantime, with the shutdown entering its 2nd month, still no plans for high-level meetings.
President Trump says he'll meet with top Democrats to talk about health care tax credits only after they approve a short-term government spending bill.
Let them open up the country.
and we'll meet. We'll meet very quickly, but they have to open up the country.
Democrats want an extension of tax credits for Affordable Care Act health plans as part of a spending deal. President Trump is urging Republican leaders to eliminate the 60-vote filibuster threshold in the Senate to end the shutdown, a move top Senate Republican John Thune rejects.
Fox's Jared Halpern in Washington. The president losing another round in the fight to require proof of citizenship on the federal voter registration form. A federal judge in D.C. just ruling that cannot be enforced, calling it an unconstitutional violation of the separation of powers. The FBI just confirming the man who opened fire in a Michigan church, then set it on fire in September, was motivated by anti-religious beliefs. 4 people were killed in the attack at a Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints before the gunman was killed by responding law enforcement officers. America is listening to Fox News.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit information kit. 800-809-7171. That's 800-809-7171.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication on your accounts, report phishing, and update your software on all your devices. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock not only alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information, but also fixes identity theft, guaranteed, or your money back. So stay smart, stay safe, and stay protected with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use the promo code BECK. Terms to apply.
Help! Let's get it together, ladies. Left shoulder, right a blank. Ready on your dog target. Help! Road guards out. Look out. It's only me. It's only the Giver with Pete Davis and Flounder on Halloween here on 106.3. How's it going? WFOM, the FOM of Atlanta. 404-741-1230. 741-1230. You have any Halloween plans? In fact, I wonder if kids are out trick-or-treating now. I don't know when they would start. I these days, I wonder whether parents would all be rather happy to get home around 5 o'clock or something and get it done by 6:30 and then
the young
relax.
Ones, they go out before dark.
Yeah. And again, there used to be a big thing a long time ago where, as a kid, Halloween meant you wore one of those sharp, cut-in-your-face paper masks with a little teeny rubber band on the back that would break and never wear and dig into your eyes and stuff. And then finally, it was several years ago, there was a whole movement to stop all masks and just paint your face up. Because it was people getting hit by cars and it was dangerous and you couldn't see. And again, you can't see when you put those little teeny eye hole things out of a face mask. You can't see what you're doing. So it made a lot of sense, but I don't know whether people even think about that stuff anymore. I don't know. I have no idea about it. Because again, I rent a townhouse in a cul-de-sac, and so there's no way of telling what's that. Happy Halloween, boss. Boss is now leaving there.
He's still acknowledging you?
Yeah, he didn't. Well, no, he didn't. He said. He went like this. Oh, hey, I think he thought it was Tug was still doing a podcast. Oh, God, is he? No, it's okay. I got. And by the way, if they start talking to you, they put in a good word for me or something, would you? If they start talking to you about next year or anything. It's 505 Kevin, Pete, and Flounder. 404-741-1230. 741. Flounder put in a good word for me. 404-741-1230 on freaking Halloween. And again, I'll get home. It'll be dark, and I hope they forgive me that I just can't get there. Yeah.
Every year I get the night before, I get a pumpkin. It takes me 15-20 minutes. I do the same pumpkin every year. Just carve it up, put it on the porch. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
So last night, took a nap, got up about midnight. Said, okay, I got to do this pumpkin. So I pull the pumpkin out and I hit it with the knife.
Yeah.
And it just stops.
Ooh.
I picked the hardest concrete texture pumpkin. It had a lot of bumps on it, not smooth like usual.
Oh, like a gourd. More like a gourd. No kidding.
Thick. It took me an hour and a half to cut it. I literally had to take a saw and saw the head off like a brain surgeon.
Wow.
Had to take a wood saw.
Yeah.
And then I had to take the marine knife. The only knife I had that's sharp enough was that marine knife you gave me to cut it with a hammer behind it, hitting it to chisel into
Oh, my God.
the damn thing.
That's not a pumpkin. They gave you a big gourd.
Well, they are gourds. Pumpkins are gourds.
Yeah, but that's ridiculous. In fact, I haven't even touched. I have my beautiful white pumpkin. I'm afraid I don't want to do anything to it. It's a beautiful little pumpkin.
Just put baseball stripes on it.
Yeah, I should and put it out there when I get home.
It'll last longer that way too. By the way, for some people, I heard once you carve the pumpkin, if you dip it in a bucket with vinegar and water, it'll last a lot longer.
Well, how long do you want a pumpkin to last anyway? Now, do you put a candle in it? Do you light it up?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes. Tonight there will be a candle in it.
Yeah,
later.
we always did that. We always had candles in them.
See, we didn't, because when we had a pumpkin in the Ozarks, somebody threw it through the front window.
Oh, well, no.
So my mom wouldn't let us have one until we were like a grown adults, and we'd bring one out there to her.
Wow. Cool. You Ozark people up there, those people.
I'm telling you, they don't play around.
Nothing but trouble up there with those people. Anyway, happy Halloween. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. 507-404-741-1230. Some newsy stuff. Federal judges have ordered Donald Trump's administration to keep handing out the SNAP cards, the food stamps, which are supposed to end tomorrow. And
why are they SNAP cards? Why do they call them SNAP cards?
Well, it stands for something. It's called Social National something or other. I don't know if it'll come up there.
Socialist Nationalist. That sounds familiar.
SNAP. Here we go. Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program.
Oh, so those Doritos.
Yeah, supplemental assistance.
You shouldn't have supplemental nutrition
the nutrition
in there.
program. Yeah, the supplemental nutrition. Like, sugar cherry Cokes and
ho-hos and ding-dongs and Twinkies.
Little Miss Hostess.
Yeah.
Again, I really, this is amazing to me that two things happen to this country, which may change things almost forever, is letting in millions of people. And again, it used to be the policy was if you wanted to come to America, you had to pretty much have a reason why it'd be good for you to come in here, why we would welcome you to be part of our culture if you wanted to become an American citizen and be an American, okay? And then you would have something to offer. And there were cases for absolute refugees, war things in World War II and stuff, give me you're tired, you're poor, stuff like that. That's one thing. But for all of a sudden during basic peacetime, for a political party to open up the borders deliberately completely violates the spirit of everything the country stands for. And the other thing was all of a sudden the number of people on food stamps goes from 9 million to 42 million. Because of illegal immigrants mostly, and because of people, the Democrat Party, this is under Democrat leadership, has been able to say, well, we got to take care of our people. And that's what makes them want to vote Democrat, because they know if they vote Republican, it's going to be the end of their benefits, which is what's happened right now. I mean, it's just astounding to me. 42 million. And again, that's 42 million families.
Yeah. And the old days at Tammany Hall, they just get them drunk. They wouldn't feed them, really. They just buy them liquor and beer. Yeah. Now they got to feed them and clothe them and house them and all kinds of stuff.
And again, it's just wrong.
All right, gentlemen.
Yeah. All right, what do you got?
In the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
What is distinct about Charlie Brown's ghost costume?
Oh, I have to try to remember.
He was a ghost, but he didn't have any holes.
Kimmer?
No holes ghost, eh? I will say that...
How your mind works.
He had no eyeballs in the ghost mask. He had no eyes.
Flounder was a little closer. He had too many holes.
Oh.
He got happy with the scissors.
Oh.
That's right.
There you go. Well, that's how much I know about Halloween. Anyway.
This is the Great Pumpkin Patch Charlie right here.
I'll be darned.
Memories.
And I guess now on TV, I know I did a little bit of scouting ahead for what's on TV tonight. They're going to have Halloween and Halloween 2 and Halloween 9 and I guess all those and some of the scary
That's a World
movies.
Series.
And stuff.
That's all that matters.
But I'm going to watch the World Series and I got Holy Crap at Sports coming up in just a few minutes, and I will predict that Toronto is going to win it tonight and win the series tonight.
Well, Yamato's pitching, so
Yamato's pitching. Well, that makes all the difference. He may be the best pitcher I've seen in a very long time.
No, I'm sorry. I apologize to our Japanese listener. Yes. Yamamoto is his name, not Yamato.
Well, he may be one of the greatest pitchers I've ever seen.
He's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I think I may have to rethink that thing.
If they beat him tonight, then they
really deserve it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, again, I don't even care. I just love to watch good baseball. I hope it's a fun game and great pitching and home runs and base stealing and I hope it's just a great fun game. So.
And just know Canada. There are no Canadians playing.
No, that's the other thing. So it's an American team. They happen to be playing in Toronto, but
Caribbean.
It is an American team.
And the only half Canadian is playing for the LA team.
Who's half Canadian? Oh, that's
Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Who tears up at the Canadian national anthem as he should. It was his mom, right? Wasn't his mom Canadian?
His mother.
Yeah. All right. 12 minutes after 5. We got Pete Davis, Holographic Sports. We got some tweets around here somewhere. We got more Flounders Funnies, and it's Halloween. We got your calls, and join us if you feel like it on Thursday, Halloween, and tomorrow could possibly be the 1st of November. Holy smokes! Anyway, happy Halloween. How you doing?
If you listen to Extra, share it with a friend. It's how we grow and how we can reach everyone in the Atlanta community that believes in the American way of life. If you value the station, help us grow by telling someone about the Extra 106.3 app.
Hey, this is Tom Mitchell, the honest car guy. So things are deceiving sometimes, and it's hard to explain how much money I can really save you. I've saved people upwards of $20,000 and $30,000. I mean, it really depends on the year, the make, the model of the car, and the price of the car. On a $15,000 car, I can't save you $20,000. I mean, let's be realistic. We can probably save you $2,000 or $3,000, but it's through the course of the whole sale. The big one here that people don't realize, the financing. You go into the dealership, they tell you your rate's 9%, or really it's probably 7% because they're allowed to make 2 points on there. We found a better way for customers to buy a car, an honest way, a very transparent way. You pay what we pay plus our honest fee. We even prove it to you by giving you a copy of the bill of sale at the end of the deal. So the beauty of what we do is we don't put you on a car that we have to sell. We put you on a car that you want. And at the Honest Car Guy, you'll save an average of $5,000 to $10,000 depending on the price of the car. Call 1-844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME-1, or visit honestcarguy.com.
Georgia Tech men's basketball single-game tickets for the 2025-26 season are now on sale. Secure your seat in the Thriller Dome to watch head coach Damon Stoudemire and the Yellow Jackets take on ACC opponents at home like Clemson, Wake Forest, and North Carolina. Angle pass tipped away, stolen, high post, Dongo. Dongo striding in, two-hand slam! Save your seat for all the on-court action at RamlinRec.com/tickets. Sting 'em.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Need a new roof or siding now but think you can't afford it? Hi, Megan here with Southern Exteriors, and you actually can. Pick 1 or 2 simple options. 0% interest for a full year or 10% off when you pay in full. No gimmicks, no hidden fees, just honest choices that fit your budget. Call 877-9-SOUTHERN or visit southernexteriors.co today. That's southernexteriors.co.
Yeah. Like I was saying, on this day in 2011, Kim Kardashian filed for divorce from Chris Humphries. They had been married for 72 days. And now sponsored by RBM of Atlanta. Holy crap at sports with Pete Davis.
Yeah, he was not famous enough for her.
No.
The World Series could end tonight on Halloween in Toronto. A very scary thought for Dodgers fans.
Yeah.
Game 6 tonight, Yoshinobu Admiral Yamamoto on the mound for L.A. against the Blue Jays' Kevin Gausman, a former Braves starter.
Yeah.
And if it goes to a Game 7, Shohei Ohtani could be the opener for Los Angeles, or come out of the bullpen, or play the outfield, or all three, or drive the bus to the ballpark, then manage the team.
Well.
Jays outfielder George Springer will be back on the top of the lineup tonight, recovered from his right oblique muscle, he hopes. Happy 62nd birthday to Fred McGriff, World Series winner at the Atlanta Braves.
Crime dog.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
3 months ago, Fred McGriff was coaching Toronto rookie Trey Yasavich at the Futures game here in Atlanta during the All-Star game.
No kidding. 3 months ago, is that what you said?
He's at the Futures game.
Holy cow.
The future is now.
I guess it is. What a performance, too, by the way. I mean, he set records.
Right. One of the greatest of all time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously.
Wow.
He's right up there with some of the greats.
Yeah.
Falcons season on the brink as they travel to New England Sunday. They're 3-4. But it looks like both Michael Penix and Drake London will play, that they're back.
Well, that'll help.
That's very good.
I love that London guy. He's a
corner,
great receiver.
Yeah, nickel corner Billy Bowman is out with a sore hamstring. Of the 14 so-called NFL experts asked by AtlantaFalcons.com, who's going to win the game?
Yeah.
Guess how many picked the Atlanta Falcons?
I was
14.
out of 14 against New England, which is going great, and that little quarterback who came out of nowhere. So I bet 3 said Atlanta could win.
You keep saying that. He came out of North Carolina.
Well,
he was highly
who
talented.
Ever heard of North Carolina?
Drake.
Anyway, I'll bet,
how many?
I'll bet 3 say Falcons win.
Lower. You optimist?
Okay, 0.
2.
Oh, 2. I'll be damned.
2.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. They're from the experts ESPN, NFL Network, Sports Illustrated, The Athletic, and CBS Sports. The Patriots are going to be without starting running back Ramondre Stevenson against the Falcons. He leads the team with 83 rushes, 279 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He's got a toe injury. The Ravens spanked Miami 28-6 last night, but were losers today, kind of. Baltimore fined $100,000 for violating the league's injury report policy, incorrectly listing quarterback Lamar Jackson's practice participation last week. But they avoided losing a draft pick because the league determined the violation was the result of negligence and not an attempt to gain a competitive advantage.
I don't know the difference in
But what did you expect?
Yeah.
The Ravens, basically one of them got away with murder not too long ago.
Yeah, that's right.
So
that's right. With a white fur coat that he hid because it had blood stains all over it.
After their loss last night, the Dolphins fired their general manager. It took just a few hours for ESPN race baiter Stephen Anthony Smith to insinuate the move was racist because Chris Greer is black.
Well, you got the brothers and you got the white
They didn't
guys.
fire, the quarterback who I thought was not white.
He's not white,
And
no.
they didn't fire the white coach.
No, they didn't do
who looks
that.
like a perv. But they went after the black GM. So let's look at this.
All right.
Chris Greer has been with the Miami Dolphins since 2000. That's 25 years.
Wow, he's won,
He's been
9
the
Super
GMs
Bowls all that time, I think, probably? Or I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm getting to that.
Yeah.
He's been GM since 2016. That's 9 years.
Yeah.
The Fins have recorded 5 winning seasons and just 3 playoff appearances and have failed to win even 1 postseason game under Chris Greer. Their 25-year playoff win drought is the longest active streak in the National Football League. But they did it because he's black, and they don't like black people in the Miami
That's
Dolphins, according to
nonsense.
Stephen Anthony
Give me a
Smith. This guy, though, is perfect. This Chris Greer, perfect to replace Terry Fontenot with the Falcons. Look at his resume. It's just perfect for Flowery Branch. He's a loser all the way
Failure
around. Let's get
everywhere
him
he
here.
goes. He can't win anywhere. Bring him over here.
He could be Rich McKay's right-hand man.
Man.
No surprise, YouTube TV has dropped ESPN and ABC, so a lot of people are going to be angry this weekend when they can't find certain games.
Well.
And it's Georgia-Florida weekend, is it not?
Oh, my. Is it really the largest outdoor cocktail party kind of thing going?
The world's largest outdoor cocktail party. You got it right, sir. I think it's this week. Flounder, is that correct, sir? Is this?
Yes, it is. Saturday at 3:30.
That's what
Oh, wow.
That's what I thought.
Cool.
And it's finally who's Georgia Tech play this week, or do they have a bye week? If I had
let me check. They may have a bye.
And by the way, I'm seeing headlines: King for the Heisman. I mean, their quarterback at Georgia Tech for the Heisman Trophy. But I mean, I'll tell you, the Heisman Trophy is supposed to be the best player in college football, correct?
But it mainly goes to the QBs.
Yeah,
but he's a QB.
But it would be if a person is more important than it's ever expected that he would be to that team, and the sport would override somebody who's just a great athlete having a great year. Possibly. I mean, I could see where that would make a difference.
There was the year that Charles Woodson got over Peyton Manning.
Yeah,
and
that's right. He was
Woodson
a defensive guy, too. Yeah, right.
What'd you find there, Flounder?
They play NC State tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m.
Oh, that's right.
Uh-huh.
I remember that because they were talking about NC State yesterday. Okay. And it's finally happened. Yeah. I guess I got tired of the annual wrong reports of Ole Miss head coach Lane Kiffin taking every open college job.
Yeah.
Now, one sports talk show host has him going back to the NFL.
Oh, boy. Well, what capacity here?
Colin Cowherd of Fox Sports says Miami should take a hard look at Lane Kiffin.
Well, there's so many. How do you explain Miami? Do you have a thing for why the Miami Dolphins under Shula and obviously he had some great players back in the Kicks and what's his name, Zonk and stuff. But is there a reason why the Miami Dolphins haven't won a playoff game in 20 years?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Same as the Falcons. Bad ownership. That doesn't know what it's doing.
I mean, they have money, right? All the teams have enough money to draft people and pay them, money. Right? So it's not like they're poor.
Yeah. And they've decided to keep McDaniel to the end of the year. Why? Yeah. Why are you dragging that out?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, because he's white. That's why they keep.
Oh, boy. Uh-oh.
Lions head coach Dan Campbell admits that during his playing days, he once allowed his wife to talk him into dressing up as Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, boy.
Have you seen him? He's huge.
Yeah, he's a big guy. Yeah.
Says alcohol played a part in the decision-making process.
You gotta like a wife like that, though.
Yeah. Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts dressed up as God for Halloween.
Excuse me?
The Morgan Freeman version from the movie Bruce Almighty.
Oh, be darned.
Yeah. And if you think you're superstitious, you got nothing on Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer.
Oh, yeah?
He might be just a little bit of it. Before Week 2 meeting against the Giants, the family dogs were bitten by snakes.
Ooh.
And the Cowboys won.
Ooh.
On Thursday, an owl made its way inside the Schottenheimer home. If the Cowboys beat the Cardinals on Monday Night Football, Schottenheimer has a plan, and here's what he had to say verbatim, and I'll clean this up.
Yeah.
Blank. I'll put an elephant in my frickin' garage. I'll do that next. If that's what it takes to win, I'll do it. So how did the owl get inside your house? Well, his son Sutton was doing yard work and left the sliding doors open. There's video literally of it swooping around the house and everyone diving to hit the floor. Okay?
Yeah.
Here's how he described the scenario. I don't know if the owl was looking for the snakes or what was going on, but it's the story of a coach's wife. So I'm in a game plan meeting last night doing some red zone stuff, and I leave the meeting around 10 o'clock, and I go back to my phone and literally had 72 text messages. 72. I'm a popular guy, so that's nothing abnormal, he said, laughing. But it literally started with a text from my son to his mother saying, there's a big hawk-sized bird in here. And I began to look down, and it was an owl. Now, we're not very outdoorsy people, the Schottenheimers, and so he wasn't really quite sure what to do, so he called my soon-to-be nephew, who's marrying my niece, and the two of them together, frickin' frack, tried to figure it out. They could not do it. All they did was piss the owl off. And so, being in typical coaching fashion, I called my wife and I said, honey, I'm going to stay at the condo tonight. You got this. But they got the owl removed anyway. The owl has since returned to its safe domain, but you can't make this stuff up, man. It's real.
Owl.
So they asked him, how did they get rid of the owl? He said, they called animal control. A gentleman came with a net, a pull net. I got to look at that as another job, just kind of become an animal control guy. I'm so experienced now with wildlife in and around Dallas. Now, some Native Americans feel seeing an owl is a sign of impending death.
Oh, really? I would thought it'd be of something good to happen with wisdom and, oh, my goodness.
If an owl is staring at you in your window,
oh, he's going to eat you.
It's not good for you.
Yeah.
And some people think it means aliens are watching you through the owl.
Well, they have the killer attack eyes in the front of their face, not on the sides like most birds. Owls are attack creatures. Yes. They have their eyes in front so they can attack.
And what's cool is their whole face, the feathers, is an oval, a concave oval, which basically brings the sound into their little ear holes so they can hear everything.
Yeah. It's really a remarkable animal.
I've got one in the front yard who comes and stares at me every once in a while. He just sits, he hits something out in the yard, and he's got to be 2 feet tall. And he just stands there and stares at me. I don't know what he's thinking about. But Jaguars wide receiver cornerback Travis Hunter will be placed on injured reserve. Got a knee injury during practice yesterday. The move means that Hunter's going to miss at least the next 4 games of his rookie season. Ooh. And he was coming off his best offensive performance as a pro prior to the Jags bye week. Caught 8 passes in his first NFL touchdown during a loss to the Rams over in London. The 2024 Heisman Trophy winner, Travis Hunter, on defense has 15 tackles. He hasn't really stood out that much on defense or offense, but now he's hurt. And your Atlanta Hawks are in Indiana tonight.
Oh, that's right. Quantasia told me she wanted me to fly up there, and I just can't make it. Halloween and everything, you know.
She had reservations at St. Elmo's for you.
I know.
Steakhouse.
Well, her twin sister's going to be there, so it'll be fine. We're going to do it, you know. Anyway, I'll make it up to him.
I tell you who won't be there besides you.
Who's that?
Maybe you should get together and go to Outback and sit at the bar with him. Trey Young.
Trey Young?
You're having an MRI done.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And he put out an enigmatic tweet not long ago, basically of him sitting kind of in the dark somewhere, saying God never makes mistakes.
Until now, you mean? Or, I mean, that's kind of been
I don't know.
implication of something.
Saying that.
Yeah, I don't know. What the hell? I don't know. I like the sounds of that.
I know. It's a little early to give up on the season, but no, I don't. He'll be okay, I'm sure.
Oh, my goodness.
Sure.
Well, Pete Davis, we have one historical note here, which I think is fairly interesting. On this day in 1950, it was the first African American to play in a regular season NBA game. 1950, the kid's name was Earl Lloyd with the Washington Capitals against the Rochester Royals. Rochester Royals. They lost 78-70. Earl Lloyd was an All-American player for West Virginia State University. He helped lead the team to an undefeated season in 1948. Earl Lloyd also helped lead the Syracuse Nationals to the 1955 NBA championship and was inducted into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame in 2003. Before he became the first black guy to play in a regular NBA game, Mr. Lloyd played with the Harlem Globetrotters. And I remember 2 things about it. I remember the first time I saw the Harlem Globetrotters in person. God, I couldn't have been more than 10. Had to be like late 50s or something like that. And when we used to live in outside of Syracuse, New York, and I met Dolph Shays when he came to he was a special guest at a birthday party at the Perkins family. Frankie Perkins was one of my Little League co-player teammates, guys. And this family,
Globetrotters used to come to Atlanta at the Omni every year in March around my birthday. We'd usually go see them.
Yeah. What an energy.
Meadowlark Lemon, Curly Neal.
The bucket with the water, and then the bucket with the confetti and stuff, you know, the trick with the cards. And
it was always fun.
It was always fun.
And that half-court shot he would do and hit every friggin' time.
Yeah. Well, those guys had some freaking talent.
He'd do the hook.
Yeah.
According to their theme song, which family is said to be creepy, kooky, mysterious, and spooky?
Oh, that would be the Munsters. Oh, no, the Addams family. The Addams family.
Addams family.
Dun, 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 the Addams family. Dun, 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 dun. Are they the ones with Thing, right? And Hand? I mean, Thing and...
Yes, Thing.
Yeah, Thing.
Thing was the Hand.
Yeah, it was the Hand.
And Lurch. Ted Cassidy.
Ted Cassidy. Didn't he do something else that people, when you saw him...
He did a science fiction thing. He did a Western.
I'm trying to remember if he was a cowboy movie at some point, and they realized who it was.
Yeah, he did. I think he did a few cowboy movies. Yeah.
Anyway, 5:30.
He was an Indian in one of them.
Oh, God, really? 5:30, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. Halloween, be careful out there. It's still bright and sunny, man, but, I mean, here we go. And again, tomorrow, clock time, when you go to bed tomorrow night. All right, Kimmer, Pete, Flounder, here we go. Happy Friday. Let it rip.
If you love 106.3, then you'll love the all-new Extra 106.3 app. It's loaded with replays of your favorite shows like The Morning Extra and The Kimmer Show, podcasts from conservative voices across the South, and access to Extra's crystal clear live stream from anywhere in Georgia. Grab it now for Apple or Android.
Big moments deserve big-time craftsmanship. At Solomon Brothers Jewelers, we've been family-owned and operated since 1982 because we know what it means to show up when it counts. Jaron Solomon here, and that's why we're proud to be an official Tacori jeweler. Each Tacori ring is handcrafted in California, going through 20 elite artisans before it hits your hands. Not mass-produced, not generic, always personal. And with Solomon Brothers, you get lifetime cleanings, unbeatable financing, and the largest Tacori selection in Georgia. Stop by a store in Buckhead, Alpharetta, or Sharpsburg. Visit SolomonBrothers.com to book your private appointment. Solomon Brothers Jewelers, where love is in the details and legends are built to last. Solomon Brothers Jewelers, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs and official jeweler of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
The year-end savings continue at Aikens Ford & Winder with $10,000 off MSRP on select 2025 Ford Super Duty F-250 and F-350 diesel pickups. This includes Platinum, King Ranch, and Lariat models. Hi, this is Brad Aikens, and now through October 31st, take $10,000 off MSRP on over 50 select 2025 Ford Super Duty F-250 and F-350 single rear wheel diesel crew cab pickups. Whether it's for personal or business use, this is a great deal. So come get $10,000 off MSRP on your 2025 Ford Super Duty F-250 or F-350 diesel pickup today from the largest retail Ford F-Series pickup dealer in the country, Aikens Ford & Winder, just 25 minutes east of the Mall of Georgia on Highway 29. Stock number 92054, MSRP $83,268, sale price $73,268. Approved financing in your 1995 or newer trade. Dealer retains factory rebates plus government fees. See dealer for details. F-Series claim based off 2024 Ford retail sales report. See these Super Duty diesel pickups today at AikensFord.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The Fan and Extra 106.3 are proud to salute all those who've served our great nation at our 2025 Veterans Day Golf Classic. Friday, November 7th at Heritage Golf Links. Join all your favorite Fan and Extra personalities for a day of golf, prizes, and fun, all benefiting our friends at the Warrior Alliance. Special thanks to Mizuno, Georgia Drive Chevy, First Watch, Scana Energy, Matthews Cafeteria, Crown Royal Canadian Whiskey, A1 Driveway Replacement, CA South, Patron Tequila, Surfside Iced Tea and Lemonade Vodka, and Weber Ranch Vodka.
Yeah, here we go. Halloween music for you here today with Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. I don't know who this is, but I have some kind of Halloween music.
This is the Talking Heads, Psycho Killer.
Well, there you are. Perfect. Can't face up to the fact. Okay. Talking Heads, eh?
No. This song is based on the killings of Son of Sam.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Happy Halloween. Our birthday list includes Piper Perabo. Do you know that name? Piper Perabo. She's 49. Piper Perabo was in Coyote Ugly. Cheaper by the dozen, but I remember her as the hippie protester chick who got involved with Kevin Costner in Yellowstone. And she was messing up things, and he had to settle thing, and then he started moving. They started.
Yeah, she was the climate activist.
Yeah, the climate. Yeah, and they started moving. She started living with him. A little hungada. And also one other chick on the news here, birthday time, Holly Taylor. Didn't know the name. Holly Taylor's 28. Holly Taylor was the daughter in The Americans. And she would be I wish they would do a follow-up on that series.
She was the one that ended up staying.
Yeah,
like the final scene where they're on the train.
Final scene, and she's on the platform.
The kid
never knew anything. They left him behind. She went left on her own. I mean, that was what was so amazing. They left the kid in college, and she got off the train on her own. But again, now what a perfect opportunity for a follow. I can't believe somebody hasn't tried to get them to do it. There must be a reason why they don't want to. I mean, what a perfect follow-up opportunity, especially these days. I mean, holy cow. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Holly Taylor is 28. She made her debut in acting on Broadway as a dancer at the age of 11. So she's got some, theater and acting background there. Anyway, chops. And on this day in history, oopsie-daisy. Mm-hmm. I'll change it to this one. On this day in history, in 1974, an 8-year-old boy in Texas dies after eating cyanide-laced Halloween candy. His father, Ryan O'Brien, was convicted and executed for murder. The father had laced pixie sticks with cyanide and passed them out to children, including his 8-year-old son and 5-year-old daughter. The son died Halloween night after eating the pixie sticks. The medical examiner said it was cyanide because he smelled almonds in the boy's mouth. The other pixie sticks were collected before anybody else ate them. Another boy tried to eat one, but he couldn't get the wrapper open because, thank God, it had been stapled shut after the father tampered with it, and he couldn't get the staple out. And that's why he was alive after 1974. The father was deeply in debt and had taken out insurance policies on his 2 children. Good Lord. I mean,
on a lighter note,
yes,
gentlemen, where does the word Halloween come from?
All Hallows Eve. The Catholic Church, I think, made it an official thing and changed it to this date back in 858 something AD. Correct?
All Saints' Day is November 1st, which makes this All Hallows
Eve. The eve of the All Hallowed Saints, or Hallowed Eve.
And what else is tomorrow?
Tomorrow is also the Feast of Saint Vitus. No, something tomorrow. It's
Saint Vitus. They're going to dance around
Saint Vitus dance, yeah.
Jerky moves. It's Dia de los Muertos.
Well, I should have known that. The day when the devil comes out of hiding. Something from Mexico.
No, it's a Mexican holiday. They go and they eat on the graves.
Oh, that's right. The dead people to say we're alive and you're not. Nah. I think something like that. I think.
We got Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Pete. Go ahead.
Sunday what now?
Sunday's All Souls Day. So
that's
All Saints Day, then All Souls.
That's
Day.
what I was thinking of. Yes, sir. Flounder, we have a little something.
Yes, we just had Kyle on the horn, and he needed a refresher in the daylight savings. Savings
are what you put in the bank. Daylight saving is a hyphenated dangling participial gerund and split infinitive phrase. So it's daylight saving, which means you're saving daylight. Now, here's the deal. If you will get an hour extra of sleep and lose an hour of daylight. So when you go to bed Saturday night, if you go to bed at 10 o'clock, make your clock say 9 o'clock. So when you get up in the morning, instead of it getting light at 6:30, it's going to get light. Well, if it gets light at 7, it'll start getting light at 6. So you get more daylight in the morning and less daylight at night.
I thought in fall you want to fall forward so you land on your you move the clock forward.
Right. Well, if you don't want to hurt yourself, then you move it forward an hour. So you catch yourself. And again, in the spring, you want to spring back to life. So in the spring, you set your clock back to spring back to life with,
And if something scares you, you don't spring at it, you spring back.
Yeah, you spring back. Oh, please save me. So anyway, you can kind of figure it out.
I love this changing that, unless it's got an oven you need changed, or a microwave, everybody does their phone now, and it does it automatically.
I know. Well, and although I have to set my car.
My car, too, is still manual.
My car's 5 years old, and I have to set the clock on it. And I have to set my coffee maker clock. I have to set my what do you call the one with the door with for seconds? A microwave clock, and I have to set my radio clock that I have when I wake up and see what time it is at 3 times in the morning.
You are analog, man.
Yeah, I do. I have 2 clocks. I have 4 clocks. 5 clocks. I have to set at least 5 clocks.
Jesus.
Why you're 6. Captain Analog.
Well,
still living in 1976.
Well, that's what I have.
Looking forward to that bicentennial celebration.
Oh, mercy. Let's see. Oh, you want to hear something horrible? Just for a second.
No, don't do that story.
Yeah, I know.
It's Halloween.
I don't. I guess
I didn't even like the fact that you posted that.
I know.
This morning.
I thought about it only because I wondered whether they notified anyway.
Kids may be listening.
I don't want to do that. Well, speaking of kids, and we'll do a story about trying to provide better health for children of the future. In fact, Pete Davis found this story about now people are going to be going nuts about this because we're talking about the Food and Drug Administration, which means we're talking about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And for some reason now he's the new. He was the new Elon Musk hate thing when he all of a sudden became a Trump advisor, and now Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Everything he does, he's a monster, and they hate everything that exists. Well, the FDA is saying, now wait a minute, you guys will be giving these fluoride tablets to your kids. Stop it. The FDA says parents and doctors should not give ingestible fluoride tablets to children under 3 years old. You may prescribe the tablets to kids who have no fluoride in their drinking water, but if you don't have fluoride in your drinking water, there's a risk of tooth decay and cavities, things like that. But the tablets have never been approved by the FDA, and they're different from toothpaste and mouthwash because you swallow them. Kennedy says this Halloween, FDA is driving a stake through the heart of outdated science, protecting our kids from risks associated with ingestible fluoride. These products have been used for decades without safety approval. A review of science showed the same reason fluoride kills bacteria on your teeth, it also harms the microbiome or bacteria community in the gut. And the gold standard for scientific evidence found no clear evidence that supplements reduce the risk of tooth decay, but they can mess up the rest of parts of your body, including exposure to extra fluoride in drinking water can lower your IQ by 5 points. And fluoridation saves like $6 billion in dental treatment every year in the water. But again, if you don't have any available to you, that's the only reason the doctors would prescribe it. But RFK says the fluoride's been he describes fluoride as an industrial waste, and says it's been linked to arthritis, bone fractures, bone cancer, IQ loss, thyroid disease, and neurodevelopmental disorders. He's a former environmental lawyer, RFK Jr., and he said ending the use of ingestible fluoride is long overdue. And again, we're talking about the little pills they take, for the record.
The conspiracy theorists were right about fluoride this time?
That's right, fluoride in the water. Communist conspiracy to put fluoride in the water.
John Birch Society's got to be high-fiving themselves right now.
And strontium 90 in cow's milk or something, too, I think was another thing back in the 60s. Isn't that funny?
Oh, I read something the other day. In fact, let me find it here. And it's a place in Massachusetts that the government made an experiment on you guys.
Yeah, I'll bet.
There.
I'll bet.
Let me find it here.
Okay,
it's right
take
here.
your time. We're good. It's all live radio. Everything's fine.
During a stretch between the late 1940s and early 50s, Robert Harris, a professor of nutrition at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, led 3 different experiments involving 74 Fernald State School boys. Fernald.
Aha.
You know them?
No, I know of it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know for sure.
10 to 17. As part of the study, the boys were fed oatmeal and milk laced with radioactive iron and calcium. Scientists directly injected the boys with radioactive calcium to find out, what would happen with them.
This is what year? Do we know when this was, they're saying?
From the 1940s into the early 50s.
Wow. There was a lot of... Well, again, we all had radium watches. I had a radium watch. Glowed in the dark because it was uranium. Can't be good for you. Anyway, holy smokes. All right, boys, it's Halloween, and it's almost time to go trick-or-treating. It's 5:45 already. We got Flounders Funny coming up, and There's some stuff here. What we got? Well, in fact, let's do a Carmela side piece again. And I got a couple, a quick showing how cowardly these freaking Democrats are, especially Democrat girls are ruined. It ruined everything. It's the women of the young white women of the Democrat Party, taking us down the tube. All right, 5:45. Here we go.
When political discourse gets ugly, count on Extra 106.3 to be the voice of reason when tempers flare. The violent rhetoric from the left won't change our mission. It won't affect our hearts, and it won't stop us from being the voice of our community. Proud to be the conservative voice of Atlanta. Extra 106.3 FM and the Extra app.
This fall, the gridiron calls, which means you'll be road tripping to games across the South, and you'll need a reliable ride to get you there. And Subaru of Gwinnett has the vehicle for you. But a new car, truck, or SUV from Subaru of Gwinnett is about way more than just getting to the games. It's about getting the family home. It's about getting to work safely, but it's also about getting the most out of every adventure. If you're driven by an adventurous heart, the 2025 Subaru Outback shares your spirit with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and up to 32 miles per gallon. Or maybe it's the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester. It holds the road with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, and it holds everything you need for the tailgate. And no matter where adventure takes you, it starts on Satellite Boulevard in Duluth with the amazing staff at Subaru of Gwinnett. They'll help you find the Subaru that you'll love and be there every step of the way for everything you need. Start your shopping online at SubaruofGwinnett.com and let your adventurous mind run wild. Then stop in for a test drive on Satellite Boulevard in Duluth.
Join Daniel Madelon, CEO of A Second Chance Bail Bonds, and co-host Tug Cowart as they bring together law enforcement, justice insiders, and voices from every part of the justice system, victims, advocates, and people who've turned their lives around. It's not PR, it's not fluff. It's an honest talk about what's working, what's broken, and how to build a better path forward, one second chance at a time. This week's guest is the founder of the W. Scott Smith law firm, Scott Smith. Justice Unfiltered. Unfiltered, informed, and unbiased.
No one plans on going to jail, but when it happens, it's important that you know who to call. Call A Second Chance Bail Bonds, where we believe everyone deserves a second chance. Whether your loved one's been arrested in Cherokee, Clayton, or any of the other metro Atlanta counties in between, A Second Chance Bail Bonds works fast to help expedite release within hours. A Second Chance. It's better to know us and not need us than need us and not know us. Call A Second Chance 24/7 at 404-BAIL-OUT or online at atlbail.com.
Over the past 9 years, Stovall has raised over $400,000 for the National Breast Cancer Foundation through our Pinktober fundraiser. Join us again this October in supporting their mission for helping women now as they face breast cancer. All proceeds of our selection of pink plants, as well as 10% of all Rainbird irrigation sales, will be donated directly to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Customers can also donate in person at any Stovall location and receive a free gift. Visit any Stovall store or check out our website at stovallinc.com to find out more.
Attention extra listeners. The end of the year is closing in. Are your retirement plans ready? We at Master Plan Retirement Consultants are holistic retirement planners, including income and growth planning, tax strategies, and estate and legacy planning. Each piece of the retirement puzzle must fit together cohesively because we know a change in one area can inevitably affect the others. Our boutique team serves you with fiduciary care, ensuring every step moves you closer to a confident, sustainable retirement. Don't wait. There's still time to adjust your plan before year end. Schedule your complimentary consultation now at masterplanretire.com. Master Plan Retirement Consultants. Plan well and prosper.
Advisory services offered through Master Plan Retirement Consultants, Inc., a registered investment advisory in the state of Georgia. Insurance, tax, and commodity services offered through Fricks & Associates, Inc., DBA Master Plan Retirement Consultants. The aforementioned are affiliated companies.
Thousands of veterans across Georgia are missing out on the benefits they've earned through their service. The Warrior Alliance is changing that by connecting veterans and their families to life-changing resources and support. Tune into the Warrior Alliance Network, our podcast and radio show dedicated to helping veterans succeed after service. Join us every Saturday at 11 a.m. on Talk Radio 106.3 to hear inspiring veteran stories, discover free programs, and learn about career opportunities available to you. Subscribe to the Warrior Alliance YouTube channel today.
Halloween. Are you watching somebody, are you? Yeah, watch it. Oh, no. It's the ghost of death. Oh, no. It's the Grim Reaper. He's coming down your street. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, how's it going? Freaking Halloween, man. Beautiful, bright sunshine right now. I can't believe it. Doesn't feel like it. Who's this Flounder singing this here? Who's this?
I forget.
Yeah, I don't remember. Pete, you know who this is? He's got this black ghoul mask on.
No.
Death Reaper. Oh, my God. Well, our birthday list includes, we got a couple here, Deidre Hall. Handsome woman. Deidre Hall is 78 years old. She was in Days of Our Lives, the soap opera, for 45 years. Deidre Hall, 78. Willow Smith, daughter of Will, and keep your Josh out of my mouth. Willow Smith is 25. And Rob Schneider's birthday. Rob Schneider's 62. Elle King is his daughter. The singer, Elle King, is Rob Schneider's daughter. Rob Schneider is Deuce Bigelow, but he was also Saturday Night Live. He did the guy, gave the nicknames. It's Bob, Bobaluni, Bobarino, Babatundo, Babalmundo. Babaruski. Very clever guy. Rob Schneider, 62 years old today. Quick historical note here. Was on this day in 1993, 23-year-old River Phoenix took a speedball of drugs outside the Viper Room, a Hollywood club owned by Johnny Depp in 1993, and River Phoenix, at the age of 23, died. A drug overdose. Tupac Shakur was arrested here in Atlanta, shooting 2 off-duty police officers in 1993 after a late-night argument. The charges were dropped after witnesses said that Tupac actually shot the cops in self-defense. I don't remember. Yeah. Anyway. And a little romance note here, too. 1970, Michelle Phillips of the Mamas and the Papas got high on some giggle weed, and Michelle Phillips, on this day in 1970, married Dennis Hopper. They got divorced 8 days later. 8 days? Oh, well, anyway.
All right, gentlemen, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
How many pounds did the world's largest pumpkin pie weigh?
Pumpkin pie? Well, I just saw a thing about the largest pumpkin. They weigh now like 2,500 pounds now. You can get a 2,000-pound pumpkin. The largest pumpkin pie, I would say 14 pounds.
14 pounds. Flounder.
23 pounds.
That's got to be like 400 pounds. What's the largest pumpkin pie?
Higher.
Well, really? 800-pound pumpkin pie.
Higher.
Well, now, wait a minute. You can't. They give a cry. How'd they build a pie? 1,025 pounds.
Higher.
All right, now this is ridiculous. 45,000 tons.
3,699 pounds.
Wow. How did they make it? It must have been enormous.
Where did the bobbing for apples tradition come from?
Oh, that's a great idea. Bobbing for apples. Well, but that probably something from the Dutch. I don't know why I'm thinking that. I don't know.
That damn Dutch.
Well, like putting fingers in the dike or something. I don't know how that works.
Girls would mark their names on their respective apple before dropping them into barrels of water. Potential suitors would bob for the apples, and picking the name of a girl would indicate the possibility of their future relationship. Also, once you got the apple, if you peeled it in one long peel, you threw it on the ground, it would form the initial of the person that you should marry.
Well, I've never heard that before. Wow.
Yep. Why are black cats associated with Halloween?
Wasn't one of the black cats and walked in front of Jesus or something? I think there's some kind of biblical. I don't. I heard.
Okay, I've read the Bible 3 times. I don't think I've ever heard of a black cat walking in front of Jesus. What did you kick it out of the way?
It might have been St. Paul. I don't. It was one of them. One of the.
In medieval Europe, it was believed that devils and witches could disguise themselves as black cats, and they used them as familiars.
There you
When was the first citywide Halloween celebration held in the U.S., and what city was it?
The first citywide Halloween celebration in America? Probably Salem, Massachusetts, 1632.
You'd think so, but no, it was 1921, Anoka, Minnesota.
Huh. That's strange.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did Halloween originate in Ireland? True or false?
I would say, since you asked it, I would say probably true. I don't know why, but...
True? Flounder, true or false?
True.
Absolutely. The roots of the holiday Celtic festival, Samhain. Happy Samhain to our pagan and Wiccan listeners out there.
Yes.
The last summer harvest. They dress up and scare off the ghosts and the ghouls. And jack-o'-lanterns used to be made from onions. True or false?
Oh, God. That had to be horrible. Probably true, but can you imagine? How could you? You couldn't carve them. What would they do? Dress them up on an onion?
Flounder, true or false? Onions were carved as jack-o'-lanterns.
False.
You are correct, sir. It was actually turnips in Ireland because that's all they had was turnips. They didn't have pumpkins till they got to the U.S. The pumpkin is from what North American country? Canada, America, or Mexico?
Well, since you put it that way, probably Mexico. Probably a gourd, growing out of the ground in Mexico. Yeah.
True.
Mexico. I don't think it was true, false. But Ace Verdad. Ace Verdad. All they had was poor little turnip. You ever tried to carve a turnip? It's hard.
No, I can't imagine.
Not as hard as that pumpkin I did last night.
I wonder if I should carve my pumpkin up tonight just for the hell of it and
It's fun.
Put a candle in.
I've
got a candle. I could do that and just do it and just show it for what the hell.
Yeah, don't burn the house down.
Because I don't have to do. I don't have to work tonight, so I could after the trick or treaters are done, I'll maybe work on it and take a picture.
Well, you're supposed to do it before.
Well, it's so pretty. I didn't want to mess it up. I mean, it's a beautiful white, smooth. I mean, it's just a beautiful.
It's a ghost pumpkin
thing, yeah. And I really hated to mess it up. So I mean, it's still sitting there. Anyway. Let's see, we got another workers arrested in a sweep once again. Oh, by the way, did you see the story about the Democratic state senator woman running as a state senator for Congress? And she's a left-wing influencer. This is in Illinois. She was doing an interview. She got arrested on a federal charge for blocking ICE agents during a protest. And she was out there screaming at them and calling them names, all this kind of stuff, and shoving against agents. So they arrested her. She's doing an interview, and the interviewer said, well, what do you think about that arrest now for pushing the police and so? And she said, well, I pleaded not guilty, and so thanks for having me, and walked off the interview. Because she doesn't want to be confronted with what she did. Because she finally realizes somebody stood up to her spoiled freaking little brat behavior where they've gotten away with all this stuff and no one's ever clamped down on them, and all of a sudden the Trump administration says, now wait a minute, you don't get to do that stuff anymore. And finally she's suffering for it, and she's embarrassed, and she got caught, and now she knows, oh my God, I did the wrong thing, and someone finally said you can't do that anymore.
I don't think she's embarrassed.
Yeah.
I don't think she thinks she did the wrong thing. She's just tired of talking about it because she's a spoiled brat.
Yeah.
She doesn't think she has to talk about it.
Well, she can't believe that someone actually did something. What I'm trying to say is she's gotten away with so much for so long. This is the result of it. They think they can do anything, and now they're all upset when they get caught. Flounder, I'm sorry. One more Flounder's funny. Then we got Halloween action. Hit the road there for trick-or-treaters. One more shot.
The games in the 90s were insane. We didn't have the internet. 90s kids were the last generation before the internet. Duck, Duck, Goose hit hard in the 90s. Y'all remember that? I mean, I'm telling you, I wasn't the goose you wanted. I can promise you that. Don't come tap my head because I'm on your ass. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was tight around that circle. I had ponytails off my knees. I was tight around that. This ain't the goose you want, buddy. I mean, I can remember growing up, I'd ring people's doorbells and take off and jump in the ditch. It felt like drugs, y'all. I mean, I'd ring 3 or 4 doorbells. I'd be sitting in a ditch and I'd be like, I'm a gang member now. I got the whole subdivision upside down right now.
Mr. Derek Yells right there.
Derek Yells?
Derek Yells is who he goes by.
I played him a couple times, I don't really know anything about him, but he's a very funny guy.
Kind of a new guy on the comic scene, but very funny.
Anyway, all right, well, happy trick-or-treating, Flounder and Pete Davis and the Mountain Woman up in the mountains of Macon, bar hopping and happy timing with Halloween, and God bless America. In the meantime, Christine, sing me home, baby. I gotta go, you're killing me. Look out. Herp.
The Morning Extra, every weekday morning from 6 to 10 on WFOM and